Yo, hello, what's up? Here we are on Smatterday, playing some Throne of Liberty chat. I hope you guys have had fun watching. I've had actually a fair amount of fun playing. I'm afraid that fun might be coming to an end. I don't know. I'm a little concerned. The game needs to open up still. I'm more than halfway through and it hasn't quite done that yet. Still only a pair of dungeons I can run. Pretty hard to grind the gear, but we'll see. I'm told it should get better. Anyway, I'm having some really bad reflux chat. I had some sloppy joes for dinner, and let me tell you this. They're unhappy. So I might be dealing with that a little bit. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the streams recently. I've been putting a little extra hours trying to get ahead of the game a little bit. Just as a reminder, Mrs. Leo is due at the end of the month with little Leo. So that's not his name. It's just a nickname for now, just to be clear. So we're looking to take some time off for there, and I want to make sure I can upload some YouTube videos. So we're just kind of putting a little extra hours now, creating a little bit of a backlog of the VODs to upload so that I don't just fall off the face of the earth. But it's looking like I might take a full 2 weeks off. So that should be good. Really just trying to make some real time. I think my mom is going to come to town, and probably Amy's mom, or Mrs. Leo, Amy, whatever you want to call her. Her mom's going to come visit as well, and so we're just going to have some good times. So, with that being said, I don't want to waste too much time, chat. We want to get into it. I really want to try to get through the main story quest in time to, like, before we have to be done on Tuesday. So we've got tonight, tomorrow, and Monday night to get through the main story quest, which should work if all goes well. We shall see. But yeah, chat, let's get at it. Let's have some fun. Let's go. What happened to my configuration? Is all weird. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah. There we go. All right. So we find ourselves on the shore. We're gonna do some. I got some new apparently I need to kill these guys because they're just gonna. Mean hermit crabs, man, they just keep spawning. What's up, Poet? How you doing, buddy? I am in the Discord if you want to hang out. If not, I get it. Come on, let's go. Come out over here. I don't want to keep fighting the same dudes over and over again, chat. You missed me. Alright, what's up? I need to unmute. And there we go. Passed out last night in my chair. Hey, no worries. I figured you were kind of upset because you couldn't figure out how to do stuff, so I figured you were just looking for a break. I was pretty... I was getting frustrated for you. It does. That is the concern of this game, is how easy is it to do stuff. The grind's gonna be super awful. That's sorry. Yeah, I bet. If you're not doing anything but looking up for information, it's easy to get tired for sure. For sure. I don't want that guy. Let's go. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's get these guys real quick. Oh, there we go. Come on. Ooh, a rare armor glows. I still don't know what to do with the abyssal contract tokens. I haven't figured that out yet. Secrets. There's that one. No, that's not. It's over there. We don't want to do that one. Spider's legs, mushroom standard leg, retrieve their train. Okay, well, we're gonna go get that. That guy stuff there. Oh shoot. Poe, can you hear me?
Yep.
There we go. Okay. I didn't hear the tone of you joining, so I was like, oh crap, my mixer seems a little messed up. Oh yeah, I figured you just got frustrated last night because you couldn't figure out where to get stuff and just like got off. Which I was getting frustrated for you because it's like this game, that is like the one thing that First Ascendant does pretty good, is tell you where to get stuff.
Yeah, it's just like, I know like Lost, it's like just green MMOs. Like, I know Lost Ark is complicated too. There's so many systems, but like, I was like looking up like, the entire time. I was like, wasn't talking. I was like looking up videos and watching like YouTube videos of people who've been playing a while or whatever. And like, legitimately, I've come to the conclusion that for some of these weapons, you're gonna have to buy it up now, which is like kind of disappointing. It's like,
Well, I think it means your build won't be the most optimal there, you know, like. And that's what. So I was listening to Shroud's take on it, and he's like, yeah, it sounds like it's spend lots of money for small percentages of damage. So yeah, your build won't be like hyper optimized, but it'll be just fine. So then you just got to kind of figure out like what are the stats and things on that weapon that you can't get, and can you put them on there, like put them on a different weapon.
yeah, that's like one of my, I guess, concerns. I was like watching and like reading up on stuff last night, is like once you like kind of settle into like a build, it just seems like it's, unless you spend like a bunch of money, you're just kind of set in that build.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's not a it's not like New World where you're encouraged to like try different things and do lots of different stuff.
Yeah, because like once you start using resources to like, you know, deal with traits and like
The huge
other
shipwreck
stats,
visible
like,
from the Dawn
you
Cliffs
build
is a
into
constant
like
reminder of
what
a
your
dead
build
pirate
is.
king's
So
greed.
it's like if I'm a tank and I'm building into like max
The
health,
wreckage's
defense,
enormous hull
and
in
stuff
broad
like that, I can't put that on a DPS character. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can put like health maybe, but like I'm gonna have no damage. So it's like,
Yep.
I don't know. I'm still enjoying it, but I think I'm gonna take like a break or two. Like today, I just logged off, so I was like, oh, I need a break from this. Being part of a guild helps. I mean, they get you involved in stuff, but I don't know. It's, I guess I should have seen it coming. I guess based off how like Lost Ark was.
Well,
But
yeah. I mean, it's really hard to know until you like get into it.
yeah,
I don't know. I've still enjoyed the game. You know, like it was free. I've had a lot of fun so far. I wish there were more lower level dungeons. Like
yeah.
I really wish there were more of them.
They start the individual like those secret dungeons. Like the bosses start getting pretty like the mechanics of them get kind of difficult, and they hit harder than you'd like think.
Sure.
Like poison's a big like an issue. Like I'm pretty beefy in my tank build, and then there's like this boss on one of the levels of the tower will like hit you with poison. Might have been ant, but it's just health drain super fast. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my god. And that's the problem with like that's the problem with content like that, because again, you build your character into more of a supporting role. You can't be expected to like climb that tower too far, because you're just not gonna have the damage
Yep.
to kill the bosses. So I'm not worrying about like the solo content, because I'm not gonna have the damage right now, and based off how long it's probably gonna take to get an epic weapon, it's just, and the thing is, you gotta strive to get two. It's not like I just want to get an epic greatsword. No, I have to get an epic greatsword and an epic sword shield.
Yep.
So I'm still liking the game. I'm not gonna like just drop it, but I'm definitely gonna like. I need to just.
Well, that's kind of what I'm excited.
As it is.
Yeah, that's kind of like why I was excited. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this for a week. I'm gonna see how it is, and then I'm gonna play Diablo, and then like get kind of a good idea of like see if I'm drawn back to it. You know, like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Like that'll be a good test.
Like, is there gonna be something else that's gonna pull me, or am I gonna, you know, like, am I gonna want to come back and try this out?
Yeah. I'm curious how, like, I mean, I know the core of the expansion, so I'm curious, like, to see all the little things that come with it, and to see how long that's gonna like last for me personally. Because I mean, you know me with Diablo, like I'll get to 100, and I'll be like, okay, I'm done.
I don't know. I like, for me, I've really enjoyed the new like end game type stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like the whole like all of the different activities that you can do to get mats, and how they changed it, and they're saying that progression is going to be very different now. Like they have reworked how your character progresses from the ground up.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what that's about.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's gonna be a whole. I feel like it just feels like it's gonna be a whole.
Yeah, it probably will be. Especially if you haven't played in a couple of seasons. Which probably means you're gonna no life it for a couple days.
Yeah, probably. Especially the other time off, so we'll read that time off. But We'll see. PFD also has their update on the 10th. Of course, they're doing direct marketing of some of the new skins of the Ultimate Descendant. Jesus.
They got you.
Oh man.
I need to go get another.
I also would like for this game to like just have better direction and like explanation of everything. I kinda
Yeah, it
feel
did.
like
It did feel like it
really
launched.
good.
It feels like it launched without like the typical like wiki support and things like that the MMOs usually have.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I'm still confused by a ton of
information
it.
was very yeah, it seems very very rough still. But you know, like I don't know. Would that have really made the difference? I guess is the question.
No, to be honest with you, I think it's tough because the gear thing is still an issue, at least to me. I know like games like these are supposed to be grinding, but the problem is there's no direction on like where to grind for certain things. Like that's why I passed out of my chair last night trying to Google like how do we find these blueprints for these weapons? They're nowhere to be found. And then everybody's just saying, yep, you're just gonna have to buy them from the auction house. And it's like, well, shit.
Or go get them to drop, you know, like they're like a 10% drop rate
Exactly.
in whatever place, you know.
Now, if they told me, hey, go to these dungeons and you
just
have
grind
the possibility,
metric crap out of your dun, yeah.
exactly, I'd be like, cool, I know what to do, but I have no clue what to do for this.
And it's not like you can get like you run out of the currency and you can't get get the big reward at the end of the dungeon.
Yeah.
So you're just.
And I have a bunch of the currency because I haven't done the big co-op dungeons because I don't know if it's the server on that and it's newer, but when I did the co-op dungeon of the boss the first time, it was quick. Now it takes like 5+ minutes. People are queuing in as things that they're not.
Yeah.
Just to queue in. And I'm like sitting there like, I know I'm doing my job because I seem to be the only one surviving. And everybody else is getting wiped. And I'm like, I can't do it. Oh.
Yeah, like this ain't gonna work.
So again, it's like, that's why I'm like, sometimes the guild I joined, they're doing some runs, so that like helped a bit, but again, the rates for some of the drops of the weapons are the same as like they are for gacha games. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm playing like a gacha game where I have a 5% chance to get this one item. You know, and you think, oh well, they're between like 10 items, but the rest of the items have like a huge percentage to drop, so you're gonna get lucky. But the higher you go with the boss dungeons, the harder they are, so it takes longer. It's not like a quick, you know, run. It takes some time, and then it's like you don't get your drop. You're like, God, I'll do this again.
Yeah, I'd been running the dungeons because I had pieces of gear that I needed for the build coming out of them.
Yeah.
And I finally got the couple pieces that I needed from it. So
Are you on?
now
Are you on a blue gear now, or?
yeah, I'm starting to get blue gear. The next dungeon that drops, like my wand, comes from the level 40 dungeon.
Nice.
Alright, that's done. Alright, that's enough for those. Let's go get the story quest going, chat. And then I was like, crap, they didn't tell me where the next level up contracts are, so I had to go like Google that. You know, this isn't the end of the world, but like if I can't do contracts everywhere, then the game needs to kind of tell me where I can do them. Okay, so I'm over here. I may as well just run for it. It's not that far.
Yeah, I mean, I like the combat. I do like the systems. They just need more direction.
Yep. It needs to be like refined a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is like such an Asian game. This is like what they do. They you know, they only have a couple hours a day. It's such a regulated environment. Like this is.
Oh yeah. I sat here. I was like watching YouTube, or I stopped playing for a second, watching YouTube. I kid you not, like I could have sworn I was only idle for like 10 minutes before they were like, "You've been kicked due to inactivity." I was like, "Wait, what?"
What? Dude, I sat idle for like 40 minutes the other day. Nothing. I was like, oh, I guess there's not an idle timer.
They had some issues because I was playing, and it was like a few days ago, and all of a sudden my game, I thought it crashed, but I got kicked, and the message was like, it didn't give me any message, so I was like, wait, what? So I logged in again, and an error message popped up saying I was kicked for what was the word they used? Something about like cheating. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh heck no. What? And then I logged out again, refreshed Steam, and logged back in with no problem.
Are you part of the? We've been. I told my men to go. He's the. Thank you.
That's fun.
And at that point, I was close to 50. So I was like, I'm not doing this again.
I wouldn't do it either, frankly. If you get banned, and it's like, well, I definitely wasn't cheating, so. How much gold do I have, chat? 968,000. Yeah, I'm gonna start teleporting. I've just been running around just because like, oh, I don't want to spend the gold.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I have almost 1 million gold. I should just, and it's just like the time saving is tremendous.
I'm just curious why they put that in there at all.
It's just an economy advantage.
Yeah, I tried looking through the auction house today, but I just got confused. It's very intricate.
I mean, if you go do the dungeons, then you can sell stuff probably. Like use your dungeon currency, and you'll probably get something to sell, and then you can go buy the thing you want.
It's like hell.
But it's like how much grinding is that gonna be? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I got a purple bow. One of the things. I just wish it was like a trade thing. Like trade with people.
Well, that's how they make money, you know.
It's true.
You saved my life.
I mean, there's a fair amount of voice acting in here.
Thank you for.
Oh, you know, it's not a small game.
I mean, even Lost Ark. Was it free?
Yeah, it was free. But it was basically a gacha game.
Yeah. I am impressed, like, the pricing for some of their stuff in their store. It's a lot cheaper than most games I've seen.
Are you done investigating? I knew that's all right. I heard a
I mean,
rumor that some
in
suspicious
the end,
items
at
were
least for
found
me,
near
I
the
haven't run out of
abandoned
things to
tower.
do
You
yet.
investigated
So
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel like you're
The
there. But
resistance forces at the
Oh, no,
Sanctuary
no.
Oasis were investigating
I
the
think
increasingly common imp layers when
that
Lucas,
point,
a new recruit, found himself
I think
trapped in a
people who are
warehouse by
probably
a
like
stream of
super
imps
whales
emerging
who
from a
just
rift.
bought and everything
At the
are probably at
request
that
of
point.
Resistance Officer Kaina, you rescued
But,
him and sealed the rift with the power of the star fragments.
I think if you haven't really spent money on the game, unless you're a complete degenerate and have played like 24 hours a day every day, you're not gonna have like max level gear and stuff. The lithogram book is nice to get some pieces because you can craft and get them as like
yeah, it's a way to
rewards, but
turn like good rewards into something you can actually use.
yeah, they just don't have all the options. Like they only have a specific like limited number, but it's good to like upgrade some gear. That's how I upgraded some of my green pieces to blue. I just crafted like 4 green pieces to get the blue piece in the lithogram book. And then I got super lucky. I got a purple pair of gloves from a event, which I almost lost because for some reason if you're part of a guild and you run an event like that, it like sends it to your guild chest, and then you have like 5 minutes to claim it.
Jeez.
I was like, wait, what?
Why don't I get it?
The guild leader was like, "You want these?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I'm here. I tried to transfer to your server, but it doesn't. It says I can't. I don't know if you can come to Amos or not, but it may not even matter, frankly. Like at this point. I was in a guild for a little while, but they didn't say a single word. So I did like the couple appendixes that are guild things and then left.
Yeah, that's not a good one to be a part of. It's like complete opposite from the one I joined. They won't stop talking sometimes.
Do I have to climb? Oh yeah, I have to climb.
You know when the expansion launches? Is it Tuesday?
For Diablo, yeah, it's Tuesday. I think it's like noon on Tuesday.
I pray that servers are stable.
Lucas suspected the abandoned tower
Diablo
on
usually
Daybreak
got it
Shore
together
of
by the
being
time
another
I'm
imp layer.
playing.
You traveled there on behalf of the injured Lucas.
I don't know where
There,
I'm gonna
beneath
be,
the
like,
abandoned tower, you found the body of a Shadowmancer
I'm
and
gonna
a
be really
continent
sad
that
if
had
they're
been
not.
charred black by dark magic.
Like
I'm
I have
gonna
been
be
waiting
like-
for you forever.
I'm gonna be like, Leo, I've been playing all day. It's awesome. What? I can't get in right.
There's a 10,000 person queue. And then you're gonna hear me go off about how they knew exactly how many people were gonna play. Which isn't entirely accurate because you don't have to have the DLC to play the season. So,
Yeah.
but still.
You'd be like, day one where it's like, did we not just do a stress test like a
Yeah.
month ago? How is it?
How are we still not ready for this? To their credit, I didn't really have an issue. I knew there was going to be a queue, so I got home and put myself in the queue. so that I could play by the time it was time.
But weren't they down? Wasn't the servers like down for a little bit because it was overloaded?
Yeah, I think the login server
like,
had an issue, but I don't think the game servers did.
At least it wasn't like the first Ascendant. They crapped the bed at the beginning of their launch. They had to like shut down the servers for like a half day, and they weren't really giving much updates about what was going on.
Flash, open
Everybody
the
just kept getting
door.
this error they couldn't connect to the server. And then once they fixed it, Xbox specifically was still having a problem because of thing with Microsoft, and it was just,
I don't know. This game's launch was even rougher though because people paid for early access that didn't get to play.
I heard about the early access situation.
And
And it was funny,
oh,
is
it
like,
sucks.
it was funny, I was gonna do early access, and then I saw those reports, and I was like,
With
well,
light.
Nope.
nope. I'll wait for free.
I don't know. I was playing Tarkov and enjoying it, so I was like, I'll just let it sit. It'll be fine. It's still gonna be there when I want to play.
I've made the whole, like, I've done the early access stuff for games before and just been let down. Like,
Yeah.
Diablo was probably the exception, but even though I had issues, I still had a good time. So I don't regret getting the early access for that.
That's the first early access I'd purchased in a really long time.
But like, I've done other games early access and just been let down. Like, I did Starfield early access, and that game was crap.
I've decided I'm not gonna touch Starfield with a 10-foot pole until it's like completely out.
At the top of the abandoned tower,
I really
you
wish I
touch
could
the
like
pedestal
delete
of the
games
covenant,
permanently off
and
my
a vision
Steam. I would
unfolded.
totally do that. Sorry.
The
Uh,
vision
like,
showed
just
the
be like,
ritual being
I don't want it.
performed, and the demon
want
Ever
this
again.
in my
summoned.
account.
After the vision faded,
I don't want
a
anything to
sealed
do with
demon
it.
Scroll appeared. You should
Yeah.
give it
Because
to
I've kind of
Lucas,
wanted to
who's
like
waiting
go
for
back
you
and
at the
like
Sanctuary
fully
Oasis.
complete games on my account. But then I'm like, oh, that means
And then you think about how awful that game's gonna look on your, nice monitor from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I pretty much only buy old games if I think, you know what, I think I want my son to play that, and that'll run on a potato, so it'll be all right.
There you are. Oh, please.
I usually buy. I've been really getting games on like waiting for like sales and stuff. And like, they
I
have
used to
be,
buy
like,
Humble Bundles a lot, but they haven't had any good ones in a while.
Are you a tour?
It has to be good sales. Like, I'm not talking like, I see some of these games have been out for like 3 years, and they're only giving like a 33% discount. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, 66% is the maximum sale you'll ever see.
Did you first?
Or seven? No, it's either 66 or 70. Something in the high 60s or 70s. Basically, the two days a year to buy are on Black Friday and
Summer.
yeah, and the summer sale.
Summer.
Those are the two times to buy games. Unless you want to buy a game on
warned
launch.
the residents around the Sanctuary Oasis of the demon
Well,
Wraithsith summoning.
I've done that.
Justice Abigail suggested that you meet with Alea.
Well, because before I got a
Commander
gaming
of the
PC, I was all
Alea
about
has long
PlayStation.
suspected that the
What
strange
sucks is that,
phenomena
like,
in the Mana
some of their
Waste
best
are of
games
demonic origin.
Came out right at the end of before I started
Someone summoned.
PC gaming.
Demonic according.
So like, I bought them like twice, which
You gotta
kinda
stop doing
sucked.
that.
At the same time, it's like I just noticed the difference.
Sure.
Like, it's a completely different experience. Like, I just played Horizon Forbidden West on PC, and it's just like night and day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're gonna get unlocked frame rates. You're gonna get a lot better fidelity. I actually know somebody who switched from console to PC gaming, so he could put it up, so he could game on his 4K TV. Because he's like, I'm just tired of PlayStation games looking like garbage. And I'm like, well, freaking get a PC already. Like, what are you doing? Like, I know. I just, I'm afraid of it not working well. I was like, dude, you can get your PlayStation 5 controller can hook up to your PC with a dongle, just like with the Xbox controller. You can get yourself a good graphics card. You could like, what about the super fast storage on a PlayStation? Like, you can buy that same hard drive and put it in your PC. Like, this is not new technology. They didn't reinvent the wheel here, you know.
And like, for me, like the whole loading super fast, it's not like a huge deal to me. Like, if I can play these games at 120 FPS at 4K, and it loads a little bit slower than it does on the console, I don't care.
So here's the situation. I have an NVMe drive on my OS, which I always do that because then it's like that hard drive lives with that motherboard forever, right? Because I reused my PC components in several different machines throughout my house. So they do a term playing games and then they get repurposed. So that NVMe drive lives with that, and it's easy. It's like it's attached to the motherboard. It's never going to come off there. It's probably never going to break. And then I have an SSD. I have a name brand SSD I use for gaming. It's not like it's fast, but it's not like as fast. It's not the fastest you can get, but I still like load faster than most of the people I play Tarkov with, and that game's pretty demanding in terms of like loading times. Yeah. So I don't know. I've never sat and been like waiting forever to load. So how do I get up there? Can I climb that? Maybe. Yeah.
Now I know why people like. Because before I was, all about like, oh man, new God of War's come out when I was playing. I was a console gamer, and like you'd always hear about everybody hates the fact that games are exclusive, and I didn't think nothing of it obviously because I was playing on PlayStation, so I got the game, right?
Yep.
But now like being on PC most of the time, I'm like I now get why like the argument against exclusivity, because it must suck to have to wait like 2 years for some of these games to come out on PC. And it's just like, man, like I heard the new GTA 6 or whatever is not gonna come to PC until like a year and a half after, and they just delayed that game to 2026 apparently.
Oh, they did? They moved it back again? Jeez.
That's what I was hearing, that they were supposed to be next year, but they might have to move it back. It's like by the time PC gets it, it's gonna be like 2028. Like,
dude, that game is gonna have so much hype surrounding because they're pushing it back so far. It better not suck,
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
Especially how popular GTA 5 was. If that thing flops, oh my god.
Contaminate and gather Cremosa using tentacle desert flower poison at the raging. So I have to kill tentacle flowers, or do I have to shoot it?
Oh, so those like those have to shoot. They have to shoot poison at
yeah,
that
you have
flower.
to shoot. Yeah, and then once they've done that, then it will allow you to gather it, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm not super scared of the solo dungeon things because I at least so far I can out heal most of the damage that comes at me. Search the Moonlight Oasis. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I hate to say like that PCs are just better, but if you have the resources to keep up your PC, then PCs are better.
They are.
But if you don't have a ton of money and you prefer single player games, then in that case probably consoles are better. But for me, I play the budget game when I buy and build PCs, so.
I mean, I would have agreed with that if it was like 2-3 years ago, but
opening them
now
requires the poison from the tentacle desert flower. You found the necessary
console prices are climbing.
Poison to open the cremosas.
My advice to anybody
when you return with the open
invest
cremosas,
in a PC,
Grudron
and
placed the petals in a special
that
sensor
thing will last
along
you,
with charcoal.
especially if you get a more higher end one. It'll last you 10 years or more.
Well, I mean, so my last PC, I got a 2080 and all the recommended parts for the 2080. My builds go around. I usually go around the 80 series, so like whatever the second highest graphics, because like I'm not doing 4K gaming, so I don't need the 90. Because I invested in a nice 1440p monitor a little while back. So until this puppy dies, I'm heavy into the 1440p world. Anyway, so 80 series. So I had a 2080 and I had, you know, the Intel chip that was recommended for it, and that thing lasted me like 5 or 6 years. I could have still stayed with it, but I was like, okay, it's time to you know, spread out a little bit and be better. And I had the resources to get a little bit more, and I'm probably gonna get another 5 or 6 years out of this PC. So.
Oh, back up! Oh, you don't you? If these check.
But I'm hoping some more of these, at least non-Sony companies, just do away with exclusivity deals. Like Square Enix already, you know, they
a lot of
came
them
out,
are retracting them.
Yep. Square Enix said they're no longer going to do it because the sales for Final Fantasy 16 and
they're just not as good.
Really bad. Yeah.
Because they weren't on Steam. Yep. And it's like, hello. Like, what did you think was going to happen? You were on the. Like you take all the sales from Epic and all those other stores, and they don't even add up together to all the sales that happen on Steam every year. And it's like, I don't want to say that Steam has a monopoly because that means that they might get broken up. But they do. Like they are the largest. They are the place to sell games. And yes, they take a big cut, but they also take a big part of the risk. You know, like.
And if you're Sony, like, you're still gonna have your loyal customers who maybe can't afford a PC and are gonna stick with PlayStation because that's what they like. You're not losing out on like your loyal customers, but you're almost just pissing people off because they're like, well, I'm not getting a PlayStation if they're gonna force me to play it on like. You're gonna have like those people. I don't understand why not. Maybe make a deal with Steam, get a cut of the proceeds, and you make a ton of money.
That's what I think needs to start happening. Is these large companies, Square Enix, Sony, all these guys need to sit down at the table with Steam and just negotiate themselves a better rate.
Yeah.
And what I'm super afraid of for GTA 6 is it's going to come in and it's going to be 4K 60 locked. That there isn't going to be any frames beyond 60.
If that.
You know, like I'm afraid that's what it's going to be, and that's going to make a lot of people angry. Because the folks that like higher refresh rate, like, can't play games at 60 FPS anymore.
And I've been a console gamer pretty much my entire life up until a couple years ago. And I'll tell you from experience, one of the first games I bought was one of the Assassin's Creed games, like Assassin's Creed Origins or whatever. Immediately I could feel how much smoother running around was, jumping was, climbing was, like, and it looked better at the same time. And I literally, like, called my friend and go, get the PC. And I was like, dude, I don't know how I could ever go back. Like, this is, my eyes have completely adjusted to the point where I was playing Death Stranding the other day because I got that director's cut upgrade, like $10. And I was like, man, I kind of wish I got this on PC.
After much interrogation, the demon hiding within Lucas.
Yeah, you can't go, or it's tough, or you start noticing it.
But it was
and I started noticing the frame rate in things that aren't like
chillingly. This meant
that
more
aren't
than one
gaming. Like at work, my monitors at work are 60 FPS, and it's just like, this is frustrating.
Abandoned tower.
I don't like this. Move to the central magic. Oh, there
it just feels like clunkier, stiff. It's just not. Man.
Find objects to place in the light orb. Now, movies at 24, like Cinema 24, I don't super mind, but like when it comes to gaming, I want to see 60 plus, 120 plus minimum.
Yeah.
Device.
I mean, it's not even a question anymore. Anytime a new game comes out, I don't even think about getting it on PlayStation. I immediately go put it on my wish list. Like, I don't even think about going to the console for it.
Yeah.
PlayStation deals. I'm like looking at, you know, I was playing Astrobot because people were saying how good it was. I know for sure that game is never going to come to PC. That's like their Mario. There's no way it's ever coming to PC.
That's unfortunate because they could get a lot of market share.
That's what I'm saying. But it's pretty much like their Mario. Like, the game is fantastic, but
I'm being completely serious here. I don't think. I mean, Nintendo's always going to have hardware. I think we might see Nintendo games on PC. I don't know what that would look like, but you know, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. I just think at some point, like Nintendo's going to want that market share. Like they are going to want PC market. I don't know.
The thing about
the demon of knowledge
Nintendo
kept numerous journals in his
that I've come
library.
to learn is
The
that
journals revealed that he had been gravely wounded
they
in
just
a
have
battle
such
with
a
Rhea.
loyal, large fan base.
Yeah, they just don't care.
It's like, name the last big Nintendo title that came out.
Freaking Mario Kart 8,
But
like 10 years ago.
But they still make a ton of money and are probably...
No, the Nintendo Switch is currently the highest grossing console. It's been out for a decade. It's still selling. Like, they still do Christmas deals every year, and people still buy it. So it's...
I mean, just to put it in perspective, their, like, title, like Zelda, the one that came out with the Switch when it launched, is still $59.99.
Yep. No, Nintendo is like Columbia. There's never a sale. It will always be that price forever. Like, frick, if Pokemon Red, Green, and Blue were still for sale today, they'd be $59.95. Like that would be the price. 50 years later, whenever, however long ago, they would still be sold for that. And there'd be a $5 off sale in their store on Black Friday every year, and that's it.
You know it's bad when people get excited that a Nintendo game's like $5 off.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, dude, it's $5 off. We got to go buy it now. It's like, dude, they got you good. Granted, they are really good games. They're polished. They run really well. You know, like, let's not diss on them too hard. Just like freaking, please, like Nintendo, release things more often. Just
Oh, you're here.
At any rate, faster than you're doing right now.
Did you kill the demon?
And for God's sake, please put a real graphics card in your Switch so that we can run at 1080p 60. Please.
Well, apparently the rumblings that the Switch 2.
There is a new one, but until it's out, I don't believe it. Like that's the point where I'm at with games and developers and everything. Until it is purchasable in a store that I can get to, I don't believe it. Like,
yeah, I don't blame you.
We're living in an age when Star Citizen is what, in its like 10th year of beta. Like, frick.
And people have spent like their life savings on that game.
I see. The demon of knowledge.
Just to get a ship.
I've already walked half a hundred years. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? And yet,
what a weird camera view.
It was that stubbornness of yours which got you to kill Harvest.
Insane.
So I won't blame you.
They asked for people. They
Foolish
asked
human.
people for donations,
Now
and
that
people
you're
were
no
giving like
longer of any
thousands of
use
dollars
to
to that
us,
game.
It's such a
I'll
scam.
relieve you of that star.
It's a scam. At this point, it's a scam. And they might be complicit. Whoa. Sorry. This is like super nicely turned into a demon. It's like this is
Yeah,
Diablo all over again.
He's a bad guy.
The star fragment is mine.
Once again, I can just out heal all their damage. I just literally strafe a circle around them. I don't get hit. Defeat the other demon. Okay, yeah. Cool.
How much health do you have?
7,000.
Think you'll be able to find me?
Oh, I didn't strafe that one correctly. And now I'm starting to like. I don't. Come on. Oh crap. That's not good. I might die here.
Now hand over the star fragment.
Wow. How am I supposed to win? Oh, there we
You
go. We're
hit
back
the right
on
one.
Think you'll be
Yeah,
able
shoot
to
the right one.
find me?
She's almost dead. I didn't really find. I found the story wasn't that too bad.
Now hand over the star fragment.
The star fragment. Ma.
Whatever that is. I don't know. I skipped all the dialogue.
They left the barracks and
Believe
waited
you
for you in a hidden hall. While
Nice.
trying to avert suspicion, she made the
Investigate the
mistake of mentioning
Affinity.
Harvez. In the end, she revealed herself as Resieth and attacked you to get your star
I'm actually
fragments.
excited for Diablo story expansion.
Yep, I'm too. I'm very excited for it. It's gonna be great. Stoked.
Now, is the new area is just gonna be attached to the whole map, or like you have to teleport somewhere?
I don't know. It's supposed to be an expansion of the map. Like that's what we were told. So we'll see.
I just remember that lady like taking a boat and a canoe to the new place. I was like, are we gonna have to canoe it to the? Yeah.
Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah, I had like 30 unspent specialization points because I just totally forgot about specialization.
Yeah.
I was like, they got to do better at reminding me to spend those, man. I've just been sitting on that.
There's just so much to like focus on. There's skills and
Yeah, there is. There's a lot. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Could do secret dungeons, but I'm gonna save those, chat. Equipment enchanting. Can I not? Oh, they're just all like fully leveled. That's what it is. Okay. Level up. Oh, I got more of those. Oh, sweet. Honestly, it's helped a lot that I got a good staff because that's like my damage. Most of my damage comes from my staff. So.
yeah.
Dude, also best feature of this game is the lady who comes in and summarizes what just happened. Like I can skip all the dialogue, and I hear 2 sentences of, "Lady went crazy. She wanted your thing, so you killed her." Perfect. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
That new Dragon Age game's coming out the end of this month too.
Nah.
One stormy
Single player.
night.
Boo.
I've never played a Dragon Age game.
6
So.
Shadowmancers.
I swear, if these
gathered
games would
atop a
come out
tower,
with co-op, I would be much more interested.
envious of Junoboat's demonic covenant.
I mean, some single player
they
games
summoned their own
are done
demon.
well, obviously, but
Resieth offered
some
sweet
probably
words
needed
and
a
whispered
boost
promises.
in terms of
They killed each other.
I just
the
like
fun factor.
co-op. Come
In
on,
the
just
end,
give me co-op.
The last Shadowmancer
The problem with
standing
single player
became a
games is
monster,
if they have a
unable
shit
to
ass
control
story,
her power.
the game's ruined
This attracted the
because
attention of
you're just
Harvard.
not that
As
invested.
holder of Junoboat's covenant,
But like
Like,
how?
and that goes for any
to
single
ensure
player game,
control
right?
of
Like,
all the star
if God of
fragments
War
in the
didn't have a
multi-realm.
good story, like that game would have been shit.
But like,
Severely
give me a
wounded,
co-op mode where
Harvard
somebody plays as the God of War
himself as
guy
a
and I
human.
play as all the like, or if somebody else plays as all the
Research
accompanying
then
people that follow you
proceeded
around
with her
anyway.
master plan.
You know, like.
Gotta
To
have single
resurrect
player,
the
man.
demon goddess Siliveth, now
Gotta have
possessing the body of
best of both
Venelux
worlds.
wizard Alea, Resiath has begun the hunt for star fragments. Shadowmancer summoned
Good looking
Resiath
demon.
to gain power.
All right, chapter
only to be
8
destroyed
complete.
by her.
That was fast.
Havres, who was summoned over 100 years earlier, was mortally wounded in a battle with the other demon over the star fragments on Earth. These two demons each hid in a human body and devised a plan to defeat each other.
Do we need any of these pants, Chad? Ruthless Enforcer leggings is what we want. Actually, max health, max mana would be okay.
You always put one in that book.
What?
You can always put it in the book.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
find
that's
something
true.
better later on.
Just like getting some kind of like blue.
Yeah.
Where can I get this from? So this is the lithograph. Obtained from boxes. Tyrant's Isle crest reward. Using lithographs. Obtained from dungeons. Okay, this can also be gotten in Tyrant's Isle. Okay, so I can just, doesn't matter. Because I can grind a dungeon for this one. So we'll just put it in the... Yeah, the pants that I need. Yeah, I can get from Tyrant's Isle. Wherever that is.
Yeah. So many names to know.
Alright, I need to get to like 45, and I have 2 levels, 1.5 to do. Okay. I think I can do, we need to do these secret dungeon levels. I can do 2 of these. I have the new Dunjo, the new Dungo, which I think gives me my staff, so we can grind on that for a little bit. Oh, this guy doubles himself? That's kind of annoying. Well, your little friend isn't doing a whole lot, so I'm just going to leave him alone for now. What is this? I'm getting better at the parrying, that's for sure.
Yeah. What I like about my tank build is I get, when I parry, I get a defense buff and I get a health regenerated.
Yep. Yeah, my parry's damage turns into a healing spell. Can't get out of his deal.
What I also appreciate too is that like, if you're fighting one enemy and another enemy tries to like hit you and they have the parry thing on them, as long as you just hold the button down, it doesn't matter like what angle they're coming at you, it still parries it.
Yep, it parries
That
it.
makes sense.
That's a remnant of tab targeting.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
that.
direction, like the game kind of takes care of facing the right direction. All right, that floor was a little more complicated, but done. Ooh, the giant ant. What's this guy got for me, chat?
Oh, this guy.
Oh, did he poison me? Is that? Oh, he
Yeah.
explosive ants?
The poisoning dude that I was telling you about. There's a mechanic that I didn't realize until I died. And I was like, oh, that's what I have to do.
Might just be able to tank this. He's definitely poisoning me, but my spells are keeping up with it. Oh crap! Explodey boy got too close. Oh, a detox herb? Okay, cool. That's what that's for, chat. So I'm just gonna circle the map and run through those boys.
That's what I didn't pay attention to.
Well, see,
So I was like,
I
I
like
died.
what
I
I
was
pretty
like, wait a minute.
like literally
And I saw the
my
flower.
strategy is to just strafe sideways in a circular motion, cast spells, and you know just parry when I can,
Yeah.
heal when I need to. Because the AI doesn't seem like super intelligent.
Yeah, when I first started, I thought about possibly starting a second character as like a DPS one, but then I
It seems I'm still being tailed.
saw how much goes into this game, and I was like,
I can't let them interfere with my
ain't no
research.
way I'm doing 2 characters.
I'd better send a strong.
I mean, if you want to do different classes, it's probably like healers and tanks could probably be in the same tune, but DPS needs to be a different character. Okay, can't do those anymore.
I'm wondering, you know how there's like in the in your character tab where you have different presets for like equipment and stuff? I'm wondering if you can like switch your stats around to do a different build that way
Maybe.
on the
I
same
don't know.
character. That might not be too hard because I already have a great sword. I would just need another DPS weapon.
All right, that's at 50. Strength to 30, and the rest goes to perception. Okay. Because that'll give me another 750 max health. Cool. Oh, yeah. Wisdom at 50 gives me a 5% cooldown speed. Sick.
What's your wisdom at right now?
50. I just got it.
Your
50.
wisdom's at?
Yeah.
Let me see your stats.
Dude, I've just been pushing 50. I just been like focusing this because I'm not dying, so I don't need more.
I can't.
This
Your
gives
face
me.
is in the way.
Oh, my face. Oh. It's strength 25, dex 10, wisdom 50, perception 13.
What's
This
that
perception.
total?
60, 85, 98. Level 43. The number of stats you get is a finite number. I forget what it is,
Look,
but
wherever you're going, just be sure to accept the contract first.
Gee, wisdom of 50.
magic.
Oh, you really did only level up another stat, though, right?
Mostly
Strength.
into one, slightly into another. But now that I've got that one to 50, I need to get strength to 30, which gives me that bonus, and then the rest of it goes into perception, which is like hit chance and crit and all that kind of fun stuff.
I
Is
have
there-
34 into strength, 20 in perception, and 21 in perception, and 20 in dex.
Oh yeah, I was gonna run. That's what I was gonna do, chat. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
See you later.
F11. Co-op dungeons, Cave of Deception. There's my treant trig. We're gonna match make the crap out of that.
What's that? Why are you glowing?
The Cave of Desperation, level 40 co-op dungeon. It drops the wand that I want. It drops. Don't think and a permafrost glove, so I can get 2 things from it. That would be useful. Right, chat? Right? Yep. Hang on,
Wait,
we're
sorry.
doing it.
What did you say the total number of stat points was? That was finite.
It is that
80
you're. It's I didn't say the number because I don't know it. But it is finite. It seems that you can adjust those at will.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Let's see how this goes.
That was quick.
Yeah, I got in pretty quickly. I was kind of surprised.
It's Saturday night, I guess.
Well, that and these aren't like the basic dungeons anymore.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta pay attention to heals because I don't have my big group healing. I need to make a different bar chat that's like different skills for when I do dungeons, and it's more healing options. Although now there's like the tank has a bunch of like I just don't have my big skill yet, chat, which is the thing that we're missing. I get that at 50. My big circle.
Yeah, I got that. That was when I was like messing up one with in the dungeon last night. It's my 50 level skill where I'm able to take like almost all the damage from my teammates receive. And put it on
You probably want to
myself.
do that when you're pulling like when you're pulling mobs or something.
Well, no, there's definitely certain times to do it, and I learned the hard way at certain times not to do it.
Research journal in the Cave of
Like,
Desperation
definitely don't do it when the
Circle.
boss is gonna do a
It
big
holds
like
valuable insights that should be useful for
cleave or
Kali's
something like
dimensional
that
circle
because
research.
Or like do it when you're about to kill the boss and he drops in something big and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sacrifice myself so the DPS lives and finishes him. You know, like
I'm totally fine like dying as long as the boss is like almost dead. I think that's beneficial. But if I die in at the beginning, then everybody else is screwed. Unless we have like an OP healer with us. Everybody else just gonna be scrambling to try to out DPS the boss.
I feel like I'm pretty well geared for my level, but I don't know how true that is.
I couldn't tell you either, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm still asking about stat points at this point.
I mean, do you find a build that you can follow?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like I now know that you like the way you get to the higher like cutoffs for your like say you're a tank and you want to basically be a lot of it into strength, like to hit those like 40, 50, 60, 70 marks, you have to get it in the traits. Because sometimes the traits will have like strength +3 or strength +4. That's the only way to get to those benchmarks. Because that was what I was trying to wrap my head around that last night. I was like, well, all these builds are like, tell me to get strength to 50 and 60 and all this stuff. I'm like, how is that possible when you only have a finite number of stat points when you hit level 50? You don't get anything else after that. And then I finally
maybe it's not
realized,
finite,
like,
I don't know.
then I finally realized, like, they're talking mostly about like the traits of like weapons and gear.
Yeah,
and
because
stuff that
yeah,
will add up.
you're getting traits from your gear. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that's easier said than done because you have to get the gear, but then it's also you have to hope that you get that as a stat line because you may not get, you know, those extra stat points for strength. It may be like melee evasion or something, you know. So I mean, it's just like It's like Diablo, where you get you can get a sick ass piece of gear, but it's like you look at the stats and you're like,
This is
no.
trash. Yeah. Maybe it's not super helpful, you know. Like, well, that's the
There's
hard
some-
thing with some of the Ubers is like, yes, the Ubers are good, but they're not all super helpful. Like there are like you could custom make a piece that would be a lot more helpful.
Well, except for Shakos. Those are probably the only except.
Well, yeah, there are like the Ubers, or like, which is what's happened now. There are different classes of Ubers.
It's just like triple Ubers. Get to the expansion. Hey guys, introducing Trooper Ubers.
Yeah.
You thought Shakos were good. Wait till you see this. Why is that person's like, how did you put that above at the top of the screen?
Do what? Oh, like how are they
here.
there? Because I'm clicking here and selecting.
Okay. Oh, you're healing them, so their names pop
Yeah,
up. Okay.
that's my friendly target. That's what I was saying was kind of cool is I can have a friendly target and a non-friendly target. So like the damages are automatically being applied to whoever I've targeted there.
Yeah.
Got some DPS folks who decided they just want to stand in danger. Like I don't understand.
Don't know how to
Just
play. Like
Get out of the trash,
like I was playing in a dungeon and I'm like, I made it specifically clear. I said, you guys go, all of you go to the right side of the room. Let me pull the boss and focus on me first, then start attacking from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
And what do? Just like full on charge at him. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, the point of my character is so that you guys, it's distracted with me so you guys can attack it.
Yeah, and don't stand in front of the boss. Like, this is a typical MMO. Tank pulls person over here. That pulls boss facing that way. DPS should be on the backside. Out of the way.
Even the tank sometimes, like, you'll want to move around a little bit, but the tank should be the only one that's, like, up the boss's butt at that point.
Yep,
Like,
yep. And if for some reason the boss gets off the tank, stop attacking. Just stop.
yeah, right.
Let the man reestablish aggro. Just chill.
Yeah.
Like, we're not measuring dicks here. It's going to be okay. I don't know what's happening. Oh, we have to go kill all the sacks to start it? Okay. It sounded kind of dirty, chat. Alright, where's... I think that guy's the tank.
There is a wipe mechanic in this, just so you know.
Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. That looks very mean. Yeah, that's our tank.
The only reason I know because I saw another Twitch person like who did early access play it and watching them get wiped like over and over until they finally realized what to do.
What is the mechanic?
So it's pretty easy. There's like there's like a pillar that comes up and you have to get behind it for it, like, because it's big AoE. And, like,
or if you're not behind it, then you die. Okay. Sounds very common.
And then one where it goes up in the air, and I think you have to like kill the eggs on the little cliffs to bring it back down. I don't know. I didn't fight this boss too long ago to not remember.
I mean, I'm running this a little bit because I can get some good gear from it.
Yeah.
No, the poison's out. Is this said pillar? Like you maybe have to be inside of it. Yeah, oh, okay. So all those people are just gonna die? Is that what's gonna happen?
Something behind it. Or on top, I don't know.
Try to save you.
They didn't die.
I don't know. Apparently we're done. Okay, cool. We're back to normal. I just need to heal some folks up.
Oh, that was a Twitch drop. That blue bird.
Oh, I'm on the front side of the boss. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, chat. Okay. Cool. Everybody's doing okay. Except for you. The other thing is, like, if you guys spread out too far, like, I can't heal you. Like, range is limited. Like, people have to know that. I think we're gonna kill him, chat. I just probably totally jinxed the whole thing, but...
It's the same with tanks.
Oh, I missed... Okay. Oh, so they're on top, so you're either on top of it or you're not. Oh, okay, cool. So you do have to be in it, not behind it. And then you get off the ground. Can't. Oh. Still pending. Okay. So we just didn't have quite enough TV. I think I just saved his life. Nice. Come on, Trick. Come on. Give me a good one. Give me a good one. Firm. Nature's Own gloves. Garbage. Utter trash. No, it's okay. No, I'm happy to have cleared that the first time, though.
What did you get?
The wrong gloves. It's okay. I just run it again. Sounds like an.
Yeah, but it's
hard
long.
That's not. That's what, 10 minutes maybe?
Kind of.
I have to level anyway. I may as well level in here.
They should do so in gacha games for like weapon banners, so Genshin Impact specifically. If you pull like it's like a 50-50 chance to get the weapon you want or some other weapon. And if you don't get the weapon, you get these things called fate points. So if you pull the wrong weapon,
yeah.
If you pull the weapon wrong twice, you're guaranteed to get it the third time. They should do that for the equipment. Like, you should be able to pick, like, I'm going for this equipment. If I don't get it within 3 tries, it should be guaranteed the next try.
There's 750 more health, chat. Attack range increase, max health, ranged evasion. Yeah, it's just like, that's not what we want, chat. It's not the best. And I don't think that can go in the thing. Oh, it can. Okay, cool. What things do I want? Heroic grips, the resistance, wisdom, hit chance, magic evasion, hit chance. So it doesn't really matter. Permafrost gloves. No, I'm not gonna put it on. It's not as good.
Put it on.
Wrong stats, dude. Wrong stats.
Just level it, and then you can feed it into.
No, at a decreased cost.
Yeah, but well, technically not. You get the full amount of what you put in the original piece. It just doesn't fully level up the new piece because it costs more. So technically, you're just recycling it.
I mean, it's already gone, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, no. Are you for sure gonna play Spiritborn, Diablo?
Probably. I'm gonna join the rest of the server and play Spiritborn. Why wouldn't I?
I can't imagine. Dude,
It's gonna be all
nobody's.
Spiritborns all the time. Like this is what it's gonna be.
You're just gonna see huge animals just everywhere.
I'm kind of
Snakes,
scared of the
gorillas.
server crashing because there's gonna be so much of the same thing running. Like, is that gonna be problematic for them?
Oh my god, that's gonna be hilarious to watch. at World Boss, can you imagine the World Boss? It's just like all these Spiritborn just attack.
Dude, insta Q. I'm instant.
I wonder, do you know if the outlets have gotten like to test builds for Spiritborn? I'm wondering if
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a test server for this, but it was like a month ago. Obviously,
I
there's
just
gonna be
didn't know
tweaks.
if like Max Rolls and them were gonna have like builds coming out the gate or.
Yep. Yeah, there should be rolls or builds. They're probably not going to have a. They're not going to be very. They're going to be even less accurate on what the Uber build is. So what I tell people all the time is like, just pick a build you want to play. Like, stop worrying about. And if it's great, it's great. Like, you win the lottery. If it's not, it's still going to be really good. Like, decide on the activity you want to do, like, and go after a build that's good at that.
Did they say they're dropping new Ubers too?
I don't think so. I don't think there's probably new legendaries, but
Okay.
because each season always has new legendaries. I don't think there's more Ubers, but they did increase the drop rate. Like I got several last season. I'm totally button mashing this game, chat. Don't worry about it. Don't look down at the hotkeys. Don't do it. I am using the Q to its fullest extent. Like literally.
You're pressing 6 when it still has 25 seconds cooldown.
Well, because I know that's my cool move, and I like want to do it. And some of the skills now get like multiple casts, like have a chance at multiple casts.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure even if you press the button a few times, it's not going to increase the cooldown.
Nope. You don't know that. You don't know that. It could. It could happen.
There's just this weird glitch where all of a sudden it's ready again.
Frick. They're like, so we encountered a problem with the game where random people see, like I got an extra cast on that one, so I was pushing it multiple times, and that one gets guaranteed extra cast every time.
This isn't like arcade fighter games, okay? We just
Super Smash Brothers. I was the king at smashing buttons on Super Smash Brothers. I had no idea what I was doing. I had friends who used to get so mad because I would beat them, and they like actually knew how to play the game and do the combos and stuff like that, and I would just beat them. Like, it's just not fair that you could do that. And I'm like, I don't know, because I'm just really good at it.
The fighting game world is like it's like the gamer world is Earth.
Yeah.
And the fighting game world is like Mars. Completely different planet.
It's a cult. Like, you're either in or you're like an outlaw.
Like, I'm like watching. You know who Maximilian Dude is?
Yes.
He is huge with like fighting games. Like he pretty much made his channel, like got famous from that stuff.
Yeah, Lupo did Tekken or something with him when it was he did training with Maximilian when it was the AT&T Summer Cup or whatever.
Yeah. And this dude, anytime a new fighting game comes out, like the way he analyzes like moves and stuff, he'll like spend a stream like going through the move sets of the fighters, and I'm sitting there like,
I don't even know what you're talking about, man.
Happening?
Is this in English? Is he speaking another language?
I'm like looking at this, like the last like fighting game I bought was like it was one of the Mortal Kombat's. Can't remember which.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, there's not one time I went into the move list for a character.
Like looked at it. You just kind of figure it out. Like, okay, if I button mash these things at this about time, yeah, that's about how it works for me.
Oh,
Remember
man.
that fighting game with DC characters or whatever, where you could like blow through walls and use throw the level at them? What was that called?
What is it called?
There was 2 of them.
Oh, Justice? Was it?
It wasn't Justice League, but it was like all the DC characters, and you could yeah, the animations are so good. Yeah, DC.
Sure.
No, it was DC Universe. No, but it wasn't DC Universe Online. It was before that. It was like a Tekken style, so it was like side-scrolling fighter, and you could like kick somebody through the wall, and the whole fight moves to another room, and you could like
Yeah,
Superman could throw people. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
My God. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue. That's the. Oh man, what was it?
The animations look good,
Injustice.
Ninja. Yeah, Injustice. Yes. So I loved Injustice. I like had such a kick playing it. I was awful at it, of course, because I'm a button masher. But I had a lot of fun playing. And then Injustice 2 came out. You were top 500 in Injustice 2. I guess that's good, but I can't imagine there was that many players. Sorry. I don't feel like it was a super popular game, but I have no idea really.
What I liked about Injustice was that they had like characters that had nothing to do with DC. They had like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that one year.
Yep. They had a whole bunch of stuff. That's why I liked it, because it was such a cool collection of characters. And I'm not a huge DC guy. Like, I'm a first to admit, I'm totally a Marvel guy. Like, I played so many Marvel games when I was a kid. It was ridiculous.
They just released
One of the biggest fighting
that
games
Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh, they're saying, so Ninja's saying in Injustice 2 was, so it goes Tekken, MK, and Injustice 2 were for like fighting games. Good for them. I bought Injustice because I enjoyed it. Oh, I should probably heal. Shoot. I've not been doing that. These guys are dying from poison. I'm a bad healer. I don't like that you can't pick people up. I feel like that's a miss. That's something that made New World fun.
Go on, comms. Hey guys, sorry, we were just talking about Injustice for a second.
Sorry, guys. I'll go back. You know, maybe if you didn't stand in poison, you would die. Like I just did, for instance. Although it was poison. But it just like, come on, let me up there. Seriously, do the grapple. Dumbest mechanics. Take that out of the game. Anyway, yeah. As New World was, I was mostly a tank in that, and I just like, hey guys, because they're all complaining about not getting healed or something. It's like, well, maybe you wouldn't die if you just didn't stand in fire like constantly. Like, there's other places in the map you could stand where you won't get poisoned. Like, that would be really good. Like, if you could do that. And like, if you stand in bad, like then you'll get killed. I'm less excited about this group in this next boss, chat.
Next boss?
The final boss, like the actual boss. This is like the first boss. Yeah. Ninja, how is Twitch handling all the animation and movements and stuff? Did I get? I didn't get anything. Okay. Looks decent. Bitrate seems pretty good. Yeah, the 1440p recording is pretty sick though. Should look great. I'm going to be taking a break, obviously, when the missus gives birth, and I think coming back, I'm going to be streaming live on YouTube at 1440p 60. I think I can do it. Twitch and YouTube together. Gonna be great.
When is
We'll
she
see.
due?
I have some technical things to figure out, so I don't know if it's gonna work, but
It's due soon, right?
end of the month. Basically any moment. At any moment. Feel like you'll end up pulling more from YouTube. Yeah, it's probably true. That's kind of like for me, YouTube was always the end goal. Like, YouTube is the long play. It's the passive money. Twitch is the getting started play. So I don't know. We'll see. Should be fun.
I feel like that's what Cat Alley came to realize about her channel too.
What? That she needs to
That-
do more YouTube stuff?
that YouTube was just where it was at.
She'd probably do better on YouTube. I mean,
I'm
if
saying
I
why,
like,
I
but
think-
I mean, she's partnered with Twitch, so she should definitely stay there. But it's just like,
I don't think she's streamed on Twitch, and she sent since the last time.
oh, she's
heard-
streaming
I
on
think she
YouTube.
does exclusively YouTube.
I didn't even
Not
follow
streaming.
her.
I mean, like the videos.
Yeah. I just don't have time to edit, and I can't afford to pay somebody. And honestly, every time I take the time to edit a video, it doesn't do as well as some of my VODs. So it's like, I guess I'll just be a VOD guy. You know, there are people out there who just upload VODs. That's all they do. They do highlight videos from time to time. They do shorts from time to time. It's mostly just VODs. Nobody really needs healing. Oh crap! I'm not gonna get over there in time. Oh, okay, this isn't that one. Nope. Yeah, we all missed it. Yeah, we're all gonna die. I'm dead. You got critted. They're all gonna die. Yeah, I watch a guy named Ray Nerves. That's all his YouTube channel is. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
One of my this other YouTuber I watched, she splits time between YouTube and Twitch, and what she does is she does VODs and YouTube videos for games that she doesn't think would be good streaming games,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
saves good streaming games just for Twitch.
Yep. Seen that. Let's see, I was doing Ice Spear before, wasn't I? I don't really care about
I think
that.
more people are gravitating towards streaming on YouTube because we were just talking about a Maximilian dude. One of the last streams I watched of his, he had talked about doing YouTube streams, trying it out.
So, I mean, the way of the future is multi-platform. And then it's just, you still have to get lucky, I think. Oh, dude, they killed him. Nice. I'll take it. I was not watching
Oh yeah,
for that.
there's a large portion of it is just
luck.
catching a break.
Far shot longbow. Garbage, chat. Utter garbage. We go again. Although maybe I should do contracts. I feel like I used to get more XP in there, but that's all right. How are my weapon skills? 5. Those like dewdrops don't really do a whole lot for me anymore. Like they used to make a big difference. I don't think they do a whole lot. Oh look, our first U-botter of the night, chat. Early. Bye. Okay, click to continue. Yes, can we win? So that's done. And then can I level up this dude? I don't really need it yet because you're supposed to pop this when you get the big circle. Okay, I don't really want to do that anymore. And then, oh, I should do these guys. Where's that? Where's the book one? Oh, there it is. And we'll get this guy. Oh, another one. Back to back, chat. I feel like I don't know if getting viewbot spammers is like a good sign or a bad sign? I think I need to turn links back off, chat. I think that would do it. That probably would solve the problem. They increased the budget, yeah. I'm reporting them every time, chat. I always get emails from Twitch saying they got banned. All right. Can I level up the lightning? Yeah, we got tons of these guys. This guy should get some.
Got my first box of factor meals today.
Oh, factor meals? We
Yep.
I've actually been looking at that for my mother-in-law because she like doesn't eat sometimes because she's like quote unquote not hungry. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, you need to eat.
Very convenient. It's.
This needs
I'm
to
not
be-
gonna sit here and lie and say it's not expensive, because it is. I think I'm doing 12 meals a week, so 2 a day. And you get a certain percentage off your first like 4 or 5 boxes. So my first box was $85, and then the 2 through 4 or 5, I think, is like 120. And then after that, I think it's like 150.
Mhm.
It's like 300 every 2 weeks. But I look at it like this: they're ready-made meals. You don't have to put any labor into like making them,
Sure.
or very much clean up at all, because they come in containers. So it's like, I don't know. For me personally, it's just easier, you know.
I mean, like if you're the type of person that has a little extra resources and you don't want to grocery shop or do dishes, then go all in. Like stop doing dishes, don't ever go to grocery, you know, like do it. You know, like
Yeah.
and that's an easy way to eat healthy and not have to worry about going to the store.
Like, am I gonna be able to make cavatappi and Italian style pork ragu with garlic broccoli?
mean-
No.
Are you gonna hold your pinky up when you eat it? Yeah, probably. Sounds like highbrow. All right, I guess this group is going again, so I will go again with them. I just was putting a whole bunch of stuff into. You're right, Ninja. This is a pretty game. It is a very pretty game. One of my buddies has the old Razer mouse with all the buttons on the side. Remember that, like the MOBA mouse? And he's like, this thing's the best for these games because I just put all that stuff there. Oh, we have a pocket healer, chat. I can be super lazy. Dude, I gotta turn my frame rates back on. I'm curious how my game's... Oh, dude, killing it. I'm like basically max frame rate. I was curious what it was with all the animations, chat.
I will say the biggest thing about this game is just how well optimized. I mean, I know it's been out in Korea for what, a year or so, but still,
For a global launch, it's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. Having to press 6. I use 6 through 10 as all like intentional stuff. I probably should do something like that. I can't be. I'm such a sucker for just like, well, that's what the game devs wanted, so that's what I'll do. I'll just suffer through it instead of thinking it and being smart. This group is going faster, that's for sure. Oh, how am I too far? Put him down. See, I never get those gems, chat, because I don't do enough damage. I wish there was a way, and this is a problem in every MMO that has support players in it, is the support players get ganked when it comes to rewards. Because they're not putting out the kinds of damage the rest of the group is putting out. Yeah, it's not this way. I think we need to go back that way, don't we? Or I don't even know.
What they seem to forget is that without the support players, they wouldn't be alive to do the damage. And you can really tell because whenever a tank or a healer goes down early,
Yeah, it's like it's over.
it's like a domino effect.
It's like, oh, I guess you guys shouldn't be complete, dicks about it. Isn't there a setting that lets you auto attack the next, like auto target the next target? I'm a little concerned, Ninja, about the end game grind. We'll see. There's definitely lots to do. But we'll see. I haven't run out of things to do yet, so they have that going for it. And it is a fairly beautiful game. So there's that.
It's coming out at a
Okay, it's definitely coming out. Yeah, it's not. That's gonna be the rough part about it. Experience like this, released like 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah. It's got a chance, and it does. There is already an expansion out in Korea, so we will likely see that. See, look, they got all those. I'm not gonna get those.
We'll go radio silent for a second. I'm gonna eat real quick.
Go for it. Apparently I can stand in fire and not get hurt, chat. have to watch for that freaking pillar. Don't tell that to Tarkov. Yeah, well, you know, whatever. You sit and fire in that game for half a second and you did. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think you can go ahead and start it. Yeah, I broke it. As soon as I see that thing shut, I gotta run for it. You don't want to be here. You can make it up. Too far away, I can't get you. Everybody's doing good. No need to top it up. Nice. Nature's End gloves. Boo. Suck. I want something different. You sit and fire in that game for yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. Okay. Okay. I think this is the order we want to level it in as well, right? Eyeball. No, this would be last, so these need to flip. Yup. Yup. We need to level those up first. So can we get the hand one? No, we don't have anything for that. We can do this guy. Nope. That's not what we want. These are all level 1s, so we're good there. All right, let's do some contracts instead. I can finish those faster. As much as I want to keep trying to get it, we're just gonna be all right. I don't want to be here all night. I need to get to what level? 45, and I just have that much left. 29, like a lot. Okay, cool.
Look, wherever you're going, just be sure to accept the contract first.
Content details. Where is this at? Oh, it's in there. We'll see if there's any
What
more.
contracts are you after?
Daybreak, sure. Sanders are perfect. The Raging Wilds. So the Raging Wilds, I think is that's somewhere I haven't been yet. So let's do that one last. Yeah, we go here. Oops. Delete personal pen. Let's go. Ninja, are you playing Throne of Liberty? How's it been going for you? No. I just have to defeat him. I don't care about the fireflies. Oh, want to press 6. Iron crustacean. I did not mean to attack that guy. Got him. There's that one.
Yeah, if they all taste like that, yeah, it's definitely worth getting.
So how much do you So how much do you get for is it like $10 a meal, or what's the cost like per meal?
To be honest with you, I have no idea. I just knew that I wanted 2 meals a day for the week, and then by the time that they delivered again, then I'd need meals. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So for me, they deliver every Saturday. So I needed meals to get me from Saturday through Friday. Now, granted, I still have to take care of breakfast, which is
I'm not sure.
the easiest thing to take care of. I feel like.
Sure.
Um,
I was thinking of making and selling
So-
sandworm bait.
but it was good. It wasn't like when I looked at the container at first, I was like, this kind of looks like a TV dinner. But then when you like taste it, you're like, nah, like they really like made this.
Yeah. Whoa, I have 1.8 million gold now. Okay, sweet. Haven't touched it since your friend left. Oh, that's sad. Well, that's the hard part about free games is investment is low because you didn't put any money into it. You know, like you don't feel as obligated, if you will, to come back.
Ninja doesn't play this anymore.
He said once his friend stopped playing, he hasn't touched it since. But I don't know. I don't know if that means he's not going to touch it anymore. But I saw another one. A chief sandworm. I mean, I'm trying to climb in League again. For some odd reason, been having fun with Tarkov. Yeah, there you go. It's not odd reason. It's a good game. You don't need to feel bad about having fun in Tarkov. It's a good game.
Tarkov's shit.
You know, I don't need this. I don't need this kind of guilt trip every time I come in here. I know it. Can I not go down there? I can't go down there apparently.
Put the dog water.
Just little poo poo pee pee water. There it is. The wipe was very different. I think that they have some tweaking to do with the link to arena.
When's the next wipe?
But it's supposed to be soon because they're doing an engine upgrade. I've seen the mushroom chat. How do we get back up, chat? There's got to be some way to get back up. A luring device. I don't know what this does. Oh, this is one of those deals. Okay, that's what it is. According to the roadmap they put out last month, it's going to be late December. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be. I guess that would still be a pretty short wipe. It'd be like 3-4 months.
It's a good time because there ain't nothing else coming out around that time.
Nope, there's not. There wasn't last year either.
Typically, how the gaming season goes, nobody really wants to put anything out like on holidays because there's like.
Yeah, because they don't want to kill their workforce. You know, like.
Well, that and like everybody's spending time with family and not really gaming as hard.
How are you guys hitting me up here? Go away with that. That's not it. Okay, I just have to go straight. Oh, do I have to like do something after? Oh, okay. I was supposed to do something after I use the luring device. Okay.
Tarkov had like a controller sword. I'd like try it out at least.
Yeah, they don't. There's too many things to do.
Yeah.
There's just not enough buttons on the controller. Gather mushrooms. Are those on the surface? Oh, those are on the surface. Shit. Yeah, there's like when you have like I'm like Shift Alt something, you know, like there's just too many. There's too many like controller support. It's just never gonna happen. I don't think.
Although they did say the same thing for like New World and Once Human.
Garbage, so.
Had it done.
Well, no, Once Human's far. Both of those are far less complicated.
I feel like they could do it, but it would just take way too much time and effort, to be honest with you.
All right, let's head up there real quick because I need to. I just don't know that he's appealing to that Nikita wants that market. Because even he said himself that like PC Master Race type situation. Not that that's okay. I mean, I think it'd be cool. I don't know what would get him. It's never going to run on a console. So the impetus,
I'm not even talking
impetus.
about console. I'm assuming there's plenty of like PC players who only use controllers.
There are. I just don't know that Battle State's like, yeah, we got to get controller support when they're running on engines that are 10 years old and the game still has really bad cheaters. I don't know. Like it would be cool. There would be some finagling. It would either have to do like crazy button combinations or like maybe all of the menuing is still mouse and keyboard. I don't know. There's just so many things you would have to figure out.
That's what I'm saying. They would have to want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's impossible. It's just a matter of workforce and like.
Does their player
obviously
base really
money.
want
This
it?
place
You
used
know,
to be a
like-
rich
Well, I don't even know if
forest
it's
of
about player base.
elves and
I would almost argue
The
that
elves
it's
invited humans
more so
into
is
their
it
domain,
cost
but the
effective.
humans,
Like,
blinded by
is
greed,
doing this is
started-
going to make us more money than we're already making now? If no, then it's a clearly easy choice.
I don't think so.
Because at the end of the day, it's a business. They gotta make money. That's why I hate when people like I love TFD, but I hate when people are like glazing the game, like, oh, the developers are listening, this, and that. Yeah, but then they continue to do some stupid shit that was like money hungry, but it's like you gotta kind of realize that at the end of the day, it's still a business. They still have people to answer to. shareholders, board members, all that. That's why I don't like get too upset with the companies when they do pay to win stuff or some greedy ass shit. I'm just like,
I mean, pay to win's frustrating in a free to play game. I don't mind it in general, but they have to know that that's the decision they're making.
yeah.
Situation. I don't think I can see this one yet.
If they can get an audience,
On the floating stone. Is there a floating stone somewhere? I don't think pay to win should ever be an option, but cosmetic stuff's cool. That's fair. I think games need to make money.
gonna
That's
say
what
that.
I think. That's my thought. I don't necessarily know the answer. I think games need to make money. Because when devs aren't making money, they're not making games.
Whales don't care that they spend money. They care that they have an advantage over everybody else. And if they don't get that advantage, they're not going to spend money. It's really that simple.
I think games like this... What's up, Crad? I think games like this are... This is probably the edge of what I would believe to be acceptable monetization strategy.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the auction thing is a little weird, but like at the end of the day, like I said,
But it's not insurmountable. You can get on,
Yeah.
run your dungeons, get your purples, sell your stuff, get some lucent, and then buy what you need. You know, like
it's just gonna take a little while.
yeah. it's
Like
just-
I'm not upset with the auction stuff. I'm just upset with like no explanation. Like I said, I fell asleep Googling what the hell to do because it wasn't clear.
That's where it gets frustrating for sure. And this is the first MMO I've seen that didn't launch with significant documentation. There
Yeah.
wasn't I don't even think there is a dev run wiki yet. And that's saying something.
Take a look around before you set off.
Look, what contracts are you after?
Collect pearl oysters, so that's on the shore, sweet. On the shore, sweet. Yep, we just got that one, so we're good. Collect mushrooms at the Sandworm Lair. Where's the mana waste? Oh, this is over in mana waste. Okay. Where do I have anything close to that? Okay, so I just need to go up here. Yeah, let's go here. It's a new area. Sweet. I like it. Go to that new area. Try to get that other act done today. The Sand Basilisk. I have to say, this game, they have a good variety of biomes, a good variety of enemies. They did. It's clear. I mean, obviously, this is not a new game. Like, it's been out in Korea for a while, so they've had time. But still, good variety of enemies, good variety of biomes. I want to go to the different biomes. It's a pretty game in general. You evil eye. What's this Imp Lancer dude? What? This is not a party. I didn't send out invites. Can you please let me cast? What are you up to tonight, Crad? Just hanging out? Oh man, I don't want to fight those guys, chat. I'm gonna fight this guy. Might game some Helldivers. Might spread some managed democracy. At some point, I need to actually try that game. I think I'm scared of it just up and dying. Like I think I'm literally scared of it just up and dying one day. It like really? It has like totally?
Well, not totally, but like I mean, who really
Obviously,
plays
it's
that game?
Shadow what it was, right? Because they haven't released content. There isn't like new maps, and they like
that was on the developers. They really fumbled the bag with that one.
Yeah, I think from the articles I've read, like the adjustments they've made to the weapons have not been widely accepted. It seems like they were just trying to get folks to use different weapons, and it just didn't go well. They nerfed too much of the good stuff, if you will.
Jeez, these dungeons go like a lot deeper down than I realized.
What is this? Oh.
That looks scary.
Which one are you running?
Sluice.
You find a piece of gear to farm, or you just run into run?
I'm just. It's part of a guild contract. But the guild contract was for like floors 1 and 2, but I'm like, I didn't realize it goes deeper down. Like I'm on like floor 4.
Sure.
And the enemy's like level goes up. So like they were like 20, but now I'm on the floor where they're like 48, which is a problem, but like I didn't realize it.
We'll use that one more basilisk. There's other ones I need to do over here. Let's run up to there and get that one before we depart. Go into the mana wastes. I'm hoping I can just don't have to go explore. Aw, this poor guy just died out here in the open world. Sad. Already got that one. Okay.
Join some random group.
Nice. It's always fun. It's too repetitive. Yeah, there's no longevity in those kinds of games. There's too repetitive. I mean, I think, but it wasn't. It was the. It wasn't the repetitive nature of Helldivers that people didn't like. It seemed like it was the nerfs that people didn't like. Like people enjoyed the camaraderie, enjoyed the like the bomb dropping. Like there was a lot of good things that people enjoyed about that game that made the repetitiveness okay, right? Because it was kind of almost mind-numbingly easy, so you just you were just hanging out most of the time. But my problem was that I didn't have anybody to play it with, so I just never got it.
Yeah, I feel like in that game, like especially, you needed like friends to play with.
You know, you need a couple buddies to go spread some managed democracy with. Started playing a month ago. My friends wanted me to get it when it came out, but I didn't like it. Just something for now. Yeah, yeah. Well, I totally get it. I mean, if I had friends that were like, "Yeah, you should get this. Let's try it," and I was like, I would probably most definitely say sure, 100%. Wouldn't even bat an eye. It would just be another one of those games where friends convince me to buy it, and then they play for a day and never come back. But it does look fun. Acquired shape. Oh, I got a sea crab shapeshift. That's cool. Random. Hey, whoa, whoa! This game was free. Oh, ninja. I wasn't doing that. Yes. I see what you're saying. No, I get it though. I haven't spent any money on it. Now, I am seriously considering buying early access to Path of Exile.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Even I just
it looks
saw
really
all
good.
that early access stuff. I was like, oh yeah.
And I never gave, like, I played Path of Exile a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I never actually finished the campaign because it's too god freaking long. It's just stupid long. And so, but I loved it. I loved every minute of it. The game feels very visceral. So, and the cool thing, what I thought was interesting is they said folks who have significant financial investment in the game will get free early access, or like significant financial investment in the first game will get a key for early access. I thought, oh, that's actually kind of a neat thing to do as a developer. So, Raging Wilds, Magic Tools, yeah. So, I will likely have a lot of fun in Path of Exile 2. That's probably the game we're coming back to, Chad, if I had to guess. I will be late to the train, but we will come back to probably playing some Path of Exile 2. Which maybe means I've already been playing it. I don't know.
When is it coming out again? November, you said?
Yeah, November something.
How many, I'm assuming you're taking time off for...
Yeah, probably about 2 weeks.
the new game.
Whenever my in-laws are here, like my in-law or my mom are here, I'm not gonna stream. Besides the fact that the guest room is like the other side of the wall, so it's like I can't really stream until wee hours in the morning anyway. Okay, these freaking poison flowers, they need to die. Come here, you guys. You come over here, away from the poison flowers. I will handle you separately. Dry branch. What are the magic tools, chat? Come over here, friend. Oh, dispatch wizard. I wonder if that's... Oh, there's the magic tools. Okay. I love my magic lightning bolt of doom. It makes me happy every 20 seconds when I get fired. A star tree. I do have to cut things down. tree.
And you get better crap, like these lower levels in the dungeons.
Chop this here tree down, chat. Is there another tree somewhere? I don't need to. There it is. Stop it. Yeah, 45. All right. I just need to do. I need to kill how many more Tematrans, chat? Trace Tematrans. Okay. Let's grab Uno Mas. I want to grab you, please. Thank you. Let's come over here where there's no poison flowers and let's have a party. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now we go back to here. Benny in Aikido Valley. Okay, so I'm assuming this is new area. Okay. Oh, did I get a? Did I just get a transform or a morph or whatever? For that? Where are those at? Oh, the special ones. Shapeshift. Aha. Yes, these will allow me to walk around as things. Cool. I'm gonna have the Tematran as the cool one. What's new? What do we get? Do we get new things? Look at all these armor. I have so much saved up, chat. It's ridiculous. So much saved. Oh, can I finally upgrade? Yeah, let's upgrade this guy. Sweet. Can't upgrade any more of those. None of the ones we're actually doing. Sweet. Skill specialization points. I do have some points available. So we're done with the wand things. It's this guy we're looking at now, I think. I was doing the fireball barrage, so I need to do. Oh, this is 10. I need to save for another level. Okay. All right, chat. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Don't go anywhere, cause I'm coming back. Okay? Don't go anywhere. Ninja, be nice. Not Ninja Poet. Oh, chat. I come back to, you've been playing for a while. It's healthy to take a break. That's always fun. I think, so how many more of these? There's 10 acts of stuff to do?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I've got tomorrow and Monday. I think I'm just going to run that dungeon and level a little bit. And just kind of knock it out. Because I do want to get more armor pieces and push my power a bit. Post. Oh, I never actually went there, chat. Phonos Basin. Yeah, I didn't go up here very much. This is a big map. They have a lot of room to expand. I've not been down here either. So let's queue in to F11. Not secret dungeon, because I don't think I've unlocked any of those. I get this one at 47. That's next level. Request matchmaking. Yeah, let's run over there. Where am I? So where do I have to get for that? That's that guy? Can I get over there? I think I need to, like, how do I get to the road is the question. Am I still cute? I am not. Oh no, I am cute. It just hasn't popped yet. Oh, we still need a tank. Okay. I have to say, these dungeons for an MMO are a little short. But I'm assuming they get a little longer. Morph. Dash.
Yeah, they're good enough.
Must be that guy.
That's all I get. I wonder how far, like, ahead, like, the Korean version is, too.
One expansion. They have the first expansions out over there.
Oh.
Which is fine. Let them beta test. I don't care.
I was gonna say, like, I don't want to know anything about it because I'm like, I don't want anything to be ruined because some of the gacha games I play, the global version is behind
the American version. Yeah.
And like, you know every character that's coming, what they do. Like, it's just kind of like, oh man.
It does kind of ruin it for you, I suppose. So you played TFD the other day a little bit. Did it suck you back in?
I didn't play it.
Oh, I thought you did. Picked it up for just a few
No,
minutes.
I was. I saw another streamer I watched playing it. drip marketing. That kind of got me a little excited, not gonna lie. Who knew thighs can be so thick?
I mean, they know their market, you know, like
Surely do.
oversized males who live in their mom's basement, you know, like this is the market.
And it's not even just that. Like, I know some women who, like, that gets them going.
Oh, you know, that'll be a thing.
Even if they don't swing that way, there's something, like, that, like, women get, like, turned on by other women.
Do you know if there's a way to increase your inventory size?
Yeah.
Is it like a paid thing?
Not like real money, but the gold. And it's a rip-off. Don't do it. I did it once. I regret it.
And how much
You
money
get
is
5 extra spaces for like 240 something gold. 40,000 gold, sorry.
it? I mean, if you have 10 or 15 million, like, frick. Who
Yeah,
cares?
then it's not a big deal, but like...
It's kind of like stash
it's
expansion
still-
in Diablo. It's like, I have like 20 million. I don't mind spending a couple to get all my tabs. Which is something that Diablo 4 hasn't done like 3 did, was have persistent tabs that you unlock by doing activities in like within the season. Just so you get more storage, that kind of thing.
Okay, one thing that bothers me in some areas is like the amount of enemies and how close they are to one another, and the fact that some of them aggro so easily to you, and if you're fighting with that one, it's so easy for the other one to like then gravitate toward you, and the next thing you know, you're like fighting through your fortress, and it's like, what? Okay, so definitely try to go to the lower floors of these dungeons. I've gotten like 4 or 5 blue pieces already.
Oh, like the open worlds?
Yeah.
Which one did you go in?
Anything below, I got like blue boots, blue gloves, and blue, looks like a belt. Well, yeah, for sure. I would. This game reminds me of like Elden Ring, and the fact that like it doesn't really give you clues to secrets and stuff. You kind of just have to stumble along
Weren't we just complaining about that? We didn't like that it wasn't documented.
No, I wasn't talking about the story stuff and the secrets. I'm talking about the general. How to get around your UI and menu.
Oh, okay.
Where to find gear. That should be a given in any game. Elden Ring or not.
Like, I mean, no. He didn't skip the tutorial. But what it didn't do was, like, help you know where to find, like, the documentation for the game in general in terms of, like, how to grind the gear you're looking for isn't immediately apparent.
Like, it does not tell you, like, where to find the lithograph stuff. And how the fact that the auction house is, like, the only place, pretty much, to get those. For the specific gear you want. Like, I don't even know if they even had any tutorial on lithographs themselves. And then tutorials were kind of like, just like, they highlighted the box or the area of the menu with an arrow. It wasn't like very detailed.
That guy because he ran away from me. Gotcha. That's probably true. Just white, dude. It's just the two of us. I don't think they know the mechanics. It's okay, chat. We'll try one more time. Well, I know player base usually does do that. I think the problem is that it's usually there's a wiki set up by the dev that handles it. And since did we locked out a player in our rush to get back in here? Sweet. Awesome. Amazing. Okay. Start spamming as soon as I have it. Live! Come back here. Stop running away from me. Jeez. Maybe this time we can wait for the whole group to come in the room? Hmm? Look, he's gonna start it again. We lost our party matchmaking. Is it gonna? People are just leaving the group. Fun. Who's lead? Party information. Yeah. Somebody like what? I don't understand. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave as well because it's not working. The Cave of Desperation. How do you get back out? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I agree. Fall damage does throw me off as well. I don't know why there's fall damage in this game. Especially in dungeons. I don't get it. Party board. Cave of Desperation. And we go again. Is there, like, party chat in this game?
I think so.
Does anybody use it?
No. I don't. I want to talk to these people. I just want them to do the damn job.
Yeah, that last group just like we went at the boss once, died. The tank and one of the DPS ran in and started the room before everybody could get in the room, so of course we failed again. And they're like, "Man, this group sucks. I'm out." I'm like, "Okay, bye."
All right.
And it all just fell apart.
How much damage did they actually do? Or they just shit?
I don't know. There's no damage counters. There's no idea. It's just I don't understand why, like, it doesn't take that long to wait 10 seconds or at least like turn your camera. Make sure everybody in the room is in the room. So you have a fair shot. First time we died with him like at 10%. It's not like we were totally off the mark. And then they're complaining about healing and it's like, dude, you're running away from me. You want heals, come put your body right next to me. Like, not only will I see you on the side, but I'll see your health bar right next to my person in the center of my screen is low, and I can just immediately click on you right there. Like, heals don't have an unlimited range. And then there is nothing more annoying than a DPS player that refuses to use a health pot.
Yeah.
I just like, you have them, just pop them, use them.
I don't. There's some like weird like ego with that.
But there's no damage counters in this game. There's no ego to be had.
Yeah.
There's no way for you to show off.
It's like and then you have people like will complain that like, I mean, I don't think they're complaining with this game, but in general, like when something like that happens, you'll see like people complain about, oh, the game's too tough. It needs to be like nerfed. This boss needs to be nerfed, whatever. But it's like those same people won't use the resources that are given to them.
Yep.
Like there's a big controversy with like the DLC for Elden Ring, and everybody was saying how hard it was, and blah blah blah. And it's hard because it's Elden Ring, but people are saying it's overly hard. And it's the same people who are like doing, oh, I'm not doing any summons, I'm not using any materials, blah blah blah.
It's like, well, you have all of the resources to. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult then.
Like they're like literally review bombing the DLC because they thought it was super hard. I'm like, bro, that stuff's in the game for you to use. They wouldn't just put it in the game for you not to use it. Like they wouldn't have taken the development time to implement all that shit in the game if they didn't want you to use it. Like it makes no sense.
It really doesn't. People didn't know they should use their New Game Plus characters because, oh yeah, that was one thing. Ninja made a good point. The thing about that was people didn't know they shouldn't use their New Game Plus characters because it would make the game 20 times harder. Because you use instead of just starting a new character and going straight to the new zone.
Well, that and like, hey, stop watching these content creators who are doing stuff like no summons or this kind of a challenge run. They're doing it for content.
Well, they're also doing it because they beat the game 10 times and they want to do something different, you know? Like
exactly, and it's like stop trying to be these people who are like doing these things, like, and then complain that the game's hard. It's like,
yeah, it's like you aren't going to be glad, okay? I'm sorry, that man plays the game hundreds of thousands of hours in a week. If that's even possible. Yeah, I just like.
If you're playing the game for the game's difficulty, then why are you playing the game? Like, shouldn't you play the game for the game itself? Like, am I missing something? Like, you're not playing Elden Ring because it's hard. You're playing Elden Ring because it's your game. Like,
I got killed by the end. They didn't actually nerf it, right? It stayed the way it was. Like they
didn't nerf things. They just added buffs. So like, certain things made your character like stronger. Going into fights. So they weren't really nerfs, which I appreciate more so because I think it's better when development teams buff things for the player rather than nerf things to make things easier.
Yeah.
Like I never
said they tweaked some newer weapons because they were super weak.
Like for TFT, for example, like people were saying like, oh, Lepic and Bunny are so OP, they need to nerf them. I don't agree. I think you need to buff the other characters.
Yeah, buff everybody else.
So that
Nerfs never
people
feel
will
nice.
want to play the other characters. People don't want to play the other characters because they suck. You're not going to make them want to play them more if you nerf Bunny and Lepic.
You're just yucking people's like fun parts, you know? Like,
exactly. So keep the fun parts and buff everything else so that people have options.
Yep.
So I definitely appreciated that development team didn't nerf things. People just need to stop being proud. Like, it's video games. Like, who cares? Like, I used food, I used buffs, I used summons when I played Elden Ring.
Yep. Like again, if Elden Ring was co-op, I would play it. Was at least
yeah,
co-op.
that has nothing. Yeah, that's like, you know, just because you prefer co-op games, you know, it's not like it's because it's hard, you know.
Because I think games are more fun when you are playing them with somebody else.
Yeah.
And like I'm sure they could find a way to scale it to make it harder, you know, like.
Oh yeah, like HP increase, like TFD for example, the big bosses that you fight, they scale to how many players you have. So if you have a lot, that's why when I was watching Glad play, he was like telling people when they asked him about the boss fights, he basically said fight them by yourself because they're significantly easier alone than they are in a group.
Ninja, I think didn't the maker of the game say he wanted to do something with the seamless co-op people? Like that he liked it, and maybe like that whatever sequel or comes out next might have a better implementation of multiplayer. I thought I read that somewhere for Elden Ring.
No. I think they're. I don't see them.
The seamless co-op is currently broken, right?
The only co-op for. The thing is that Elden Ring has a co-op function, but it's not like. It's not like Destiny where like it's more so like leans multiplayer. Elden Ring is just a single player game with a multiplayer component.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like if somebody said Elden Ring, like I wouldn't think multiplayer right away.
I just think like a game like that could be really fun.
Oh yeah, people play through the story multiplayer all the time, but I'm not sure. I've never played Elden Ring in those games in multiplayer. I think you have to like summon somebody into your world, into your
Yeah,
game,
it's
and
like it
play
isn't
that
truly
way.
multiplayer.
Yeah. Oh, I can't go any further because I need. It's like a chapter or something I need to complete before I go. Oh, I can't get past that one.
This guy keeps running away. Oh crap! I should have been up there. Got popped. Dang it! Oh well. He's at 17%. Can I turn the camera? Watch. Yeah. I think there's still a wand guy in there. Yeah. The other healer's good. Seems cool. It makes it more like Destiny, but they did say they wanted it to either work with or implement multiplayer in their next game. Cool. I would be down for that. I have to say, I watched Lupo play co-op with Ames. It looks super fun. They're having a blast. Ames had never played before, and it watching them play made me want to play it. But it's like, I didn't have anybody to play it with, and B, it's just like we want co-op. Make it part of the game. Don't make me have to do like some crazy mod. Make it part of the game. Two buddies play call. It's weird. Yeah, and it takes like, yeah, you have to be careful to not play it online because you can get your account banned. You know, there's just all these things. Chad, I shouldn't have died there, so that's on me. I don't know what happened with their death.
I don't know. I'm a kind of a if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of person.
Yeah, but it could be so much better.
Think about it like this: Elden Ring won Game of the Year in 2022 easily by a landslide. If DLCs could be nominated for Game of the Year, I'm telling you right now, it'd win this year. That was the best gaming content we've had this year, in my opinion.
Sure.
Sekiro, their other game, that won Game of the Year. I think Dark Souls 3 won Game of the Year? I can't remember. And Bloodborne is iconic. So, I think it would be good because you could bring in, I guess, new players and fans, but I think if you don't do it correctly, you could upset like a huge portion of their fan base.
Who is going to be mad about a multiplayer they don't have to partake in?
If it's a FromSoft game, I'm just telling you from what I know of the community.
But if they don't have to partake in it, why?
Yeah,
why
but
would they
that's
be
what
mad?
I'm saying. they're gonna be mad because FromSoft made a multiplayer game instead of just making another Souls game. That makes
But
sense.
it just has co-op mode. Like you don't have to partake in that mode.
Well, they all have co-op mode.
Yeah, but
They
it's
all
not
have
really co-op. It's not really co-op.
It's their version. Man, I couldn't imagine a multiplayer Souls game.
Sure.
That would take forever to make.
Nice. Glade Stalker gloves. Chat. No! I didn't want Glade Stalker gloves. I wanted the other ones. I just wanted to be true multiplayer, not this like can't do open world with a friend situation.
You can do open world.
I thought the co-op in Elden Ring was like the open world, like they disappeared when you're out in the world.
No, you summon them to your world, and it's like the same as if you were to start the game as like 2-player versus 1-player. There's these things called like, I think they're called summoning stones. You basically, like, if you're in your game, you would do a summoning stone, and since we're both online, I could be transported to your world and we would play the game like normal.
But I thought it was restricted, that you couldn't, that there were some areas you couldn't go together.
I'm not sure about that. Because I know you can fight all bosses in co-op. So I don't know why certain areas would be restricted to single player.
The Arkidu clan of orcs takes their name from their home in the Arkidu Valley.
That would be weird.
They once tried to unify the other orc clans, but ultimately betrayed them all. They made a pact with Khazar's Archean Legion. This alliance has resulted in mass devastation and thrown the world into chaos.
Like, I don't think progression transfers to like your game. Like, say we were both at the same spot, and we just like, hey, let's do co-op from here. Like, if we
whoever world you're in is the one who that gets progressed, right?
Exactly. Like, you would have to do yours all over again.
Yeah. See, that's not cool.
That's just too much to implement with a Souls game, I feel like.
Why is shared progress too much to implement? You've killed the man. You've gotten a reward, probably. Give it credit in your world. Because they're lazy.
There's been plenty of games that do the same exact thing, right?
Yeah,
I think
tons of games. It's in Borderlands, which came out
I'm saying that
forever ago.
That haven't done the same thing. That do the same thing as like Elden Ring does.
I don't know of many multiplayer
be a
games
reason why they don't.
that don't do shared progress.
There has to be other games that haven't done shared
I would say shared progress is the norm, and non-shared progress is the fringe case.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. Obviously, I don't have proof of that.
I knew
or
the
stats
talent
or
Yeah.
pool
anything
was
like
different.
that.
Finally, someone who knows my worth.
Hey, I mean, if the fan base asks for it, give it to them.
I don't know. I'm just like, all these games are so like, they'd be so much fun together. Like these Batman games. What if you just played as Robin? Like, what if you could join somebody's game as Robin? Right? Level
I
up a
think
character.
you just
That'd be sick.
are biased when it comes to multiplayer games.
It's true. I don't know.
That's
It's
what I'm
just one of those
saying.
like.
I knew the talent
I
pool
think
was
it's
different.
it's
Finally,
how
someone who
you
knows my worth.
like for me specifically. I grew up like with friends who we all played basketball and sports, and like none of them played video games
Sure.
as much as I did. So like
Oh,
I
sure.
was used to single player games, so I don't mind them as much. Like this is my first
I knew the
like
talent pool was
real
different. Finally, someone who
like
knows my worth.
shot at like an MMO. Like
Mhm.
I tried the beginning of Lost Ark and was just like, this is overwhelming. Dropped it.
No, Lost
Tried
Ark
the
is
same-
not a great. That's not a great
I
like.
tried WoW. I was like, man, I'm way too fucking far behind to play this game.
Sure.
Like this is the first like really big multiplayer game that I'm like actually giving a shot at. I don't count TFD because it's a shooter or
But
Destiny.
But I would count Diablo. Destiny's definitely an MMO, 100%.
Yeah, but Diablo you can play by yourself.
Yeah, it's still an MMO.
No, it's not.
Diablo in its current iteration.
No, we're having
Like
this-
Diablo 3
We're
was
having
not
this
an MMO.
argument again.
Why is Diablo 4 not an MMO?
It's not enough because you don't have to play it.
It's
'Cause
massively
you don't have to play it.
multiplayer. It's online only.
Can you play WoW by yourself? Like,
Yeah.
can you do the dungeons and stuff by yourself?
You can't do
You
all the
cannot do
dungeons
the
by
dungeons.
yourself in Diablo.
Yes, you can. You do
I would
everything
say
single. Yeah.
the fringe case can. Yes. The
So
average player
you can
cannot.
you can play the entirety of Diablo's content by yourself.
There are people. Yeah. I mean, but the problem is it's not massively multiplayer online, like multiplayer only. It's just massively multiplayer online role playing game, MMORPG.
And I would
right.
and I would argue
it is multiplayer. You see other players in your world. You can or may decide not to party up with them, and it is a role playing game. For like it is.
I
the
bet you
definition of an
if you took a poll of people and said, would you say that Diablo is a single player game with a multiplayer component or a multiplayer game with a single player component, I guarantee you they go with the first option. I guarantee you.
I don't know. I don't think it has to be. I don't think it has to be multiplayer. Like I don't think it has to require you to not be able to solo things for it to be to be an MMO. And like MMOs in their nature are social. Can the game be played with other people? Is that group of people on the same online server?
Can you play the game alone?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you?
Not
Yeah.
multiplayer.
But
Not
you don't have. But
Single player with a multiplayer component.
but you are deciding to do it alone in a multiplayer atmosphere. You're on a
So did they
internet
build?
server
Okay,
with other real players.
I'll ask you this question: did they build a single player game with a multiplayer component, or did they build a multiplayer game with a single player component?
I think past iterations were built as single player games with multiplayer components. Diablo 4 was built to be a social game. It is vastly different than
But is
3
it
and 2 and 1.
Required.
Is it required?
Yeah, okay, here's a better question. if I go to this co-op, if I go to this
Do you
co-op
know,
dungeon,
this is
right?
not the
Can I play it by myself?
I knew
No,
that.
this is
Richard's
co-op,
siblings
right?
have been
You have to play with
estranged
other
since
people.
falling out over the question
But
of
the co-op
If
whether
I
dungeon is
go
not
into a
required.
Diablo
The co-op
dungeon,
dungeon is not
Upon
required to
seeing
complete the
Photo,
game.
However,
if
Martin
I
Hill understood what his sister was trying
if
to say.
I go
I just
into
disagree
a
with your
Diablo
with the
Out to
basis
write
of
her
what you
a heads-up
define
letter
as
in reply.
massively multiplayer online.
It seems reconciliation for the
what
siblings
would
might
you
not
pick?
be far off.
Single player game with a multiplayer component, or is it a multiplayer game with a single player component?
I think it is a multiplayer game with a single player component. I think Diablo 4 differentiates itself from the rest of the Diablo games. I would 100% agree. The rest of the Diablo games are single player games with a multiplayer component. Diablo 4 is vastly different because instead of corridors, it's actually an open world map. Right? You're not just going through a corridor with other people. I'm seeing other people on the map with me. I go do world bosses with other random players.
When you're in a dungeon, you see other people.
No, but you're in a dungeon. You don't.
That's
that's
what I'm
not.
saying. You can do it by
you are in
yourself.
the open. But you're in the open world.
Okay, here's a perfect example. Perfect example. The dungeon I am currently
he's gonna convince me right here.
The dungeon I am currently in, the Silas dungeon, a dungeon in the game. There are people, other players running around. If you went into a dungeon in Diablo, are there other players running around?
There could be, yeah.
It could be, but what is?
It's possible.
What
that
is?
you
know, what
Well, I don't understand your question. Well, yes, you can do dungeons with other players, and
no, that's
in
not
there.
a question. I'm saying that I'm in the dungeon right now for this game, and there's other people running around.
Yeah, because you queued up with
you
other
say-
people.
No, I'm not.
That's
I'm
literally
in the
that's how you went
dungeon
in
in
there.
the open
Festival
world.
of
The
Fire
dungeon in the
greatly
open world.
amplifies their aggression.
If you go into a
the
dungeon
past,
in Diablo in the
travelers
open
passing through
world,
here during
are
the
there other
festival
people?
There
were
isn't.
frequently
Unfortunately,
killed by
there
the
is not
orcs.
an apples to apples comparison. There is not
Saddened
open
by
world
the
dungeons
deaths,
in Diablo.
Lord Hobbs built
That's
the
not how the
last
game
Because you
works.
can do them
post on a hill
alone
overlooking
doesn't
the
make
orc
it a
villages
multiplayer
in
game.
order to prevent future loss
I-
of life.
I don't. Can you play the game with more than one other person? Yes, it's a multiplayer game.
You have
Period. It
You
doesn't
have
matter
to
if you
play with
have
other
to. It doesn't matter if you have to. Because if you're glad, you can solo any game at any time in any place.
You can't. Can you solo this game? Can you solo? Yes or no? Can you solo Throne and Liberty?
Well, what does it matter if you could solo it?
Because that
Can
makes
you
it
play the
multiplayer.
game? No, can you play the game with other people? Is it possible to play the game with other people? Yes.
Okay, here's an example. Elden Ring. It's possible to play with another player.
Yeah, it's impossible with one other player.
Is
That
it-
makes
is
it
it
a
a
co-op
multiplayer-
game.
is it an
not-
MMO?
No,
Is it a multiplayer
because you
game?
can play with one other person,
Is
not
it a
multiple other
multiplayer
people.
game?
No, it's not.
Exactly.
It's
I can
co-op.
play with one other person in Diablo.
And you could also play with 2 other people in Diablo. And 3 other
In
people,
the-
and 4 other people. And there's open
Not-
world stuff.
But doesn't make it a multiplayer game.
But remember, this isn't just about
I can play with
multiplayer.
another person in Elden
Are-
Ring. Does that make
is-
it a multiplayer game?
Is there 1,000 or a massive amount of people on the same game server? Yes, it's a massively multiplayer online game. Co-op in Elden Ring doesn't exist on a server. It's peer-to-peer connections.
Show me somewhere on the internet where they call it, where anybody calls it an MMO,
Oh god, here.
and I will lay down. Anywhere where anybody calls it an MMO.
Now I'm gonna find it because it's literally there.
At like action adventure multiplayer game, I'll give that to you.
I don't know. I'm going to find it. I'm not going to find it right now because I'm playing a game. I'm sure it's out there, and this is a hotly debated topic. Like, I totally agree with you that this is that Diablo is probably a fringe case, but I would strongly urge you to consider that Diablo 4 is not like any of the previous Diablo games that have ever come out.
They're all the same.
They're not. You could not do the same things.
Here's the difference. One's called Diablo, the next one's called Diablo 2, the next one's called Diablo 3, and the next one's called
There we go. PC Gamer. I didn't expect Diablo 4 to be my next MMO. That's the title of the article.
One person.
That's all you said was one person. How many people do we got to find now? You going to keep moving the goal line, or is this going to be the end of it?
Well, okay. So
here it comes.
I saw an article where somebody said
he's going to.
I saw an article where somebody says aliens exist.
You said if I could find one person. You said if one person could be found, just one.
Okay.
You would sit down.
That's like saying John Hancock said aliens exist.
You put your own requirements on it. I didn't tell you to define what it would take. Here it comes, chat. See? Yeah, one person's been found.
It's still not MMO.
Massively multiplayer online. Can it be played with more than one other person on an internet game server? Yes, it's a massively multiplayer online game server by definition. Does that make it one of the best MMOs out there or as multiplayer as others? No. But what it does mean is it satisfies the requirements of being a massively online multiplayer game. Literally. Can it be played with more than one other person? Yes. Is it hosted on an online?
You can say that about every freaking multiplayer game.
No, you can't.
What are you talking about?
No, you can't because you called Elden Ring multiplayer.
More than one person? No. You literally said you can play the game with more than one.
More than one person makes it not a co-op game, right? That means there's 3 or more people. Multi is 3 or more.
Yeah, we can do that in Elden Ring too.
The god of fire.
But it's not hosted on an online server. Those peer-to-peer connections.
Yeah, it is. You have to be online to play it.
But it creates a peer-to-peer connection. It's not a hosted server. Yes, you have to be online.
You just said to play with more than one person. I just said you could play
on
with
an online server. I will say it again. Is it playing with more than one person? Is it hosted on an online server? So
you have to be online to play.
Okay, being connected to the internet is not the same as connecting to a server that connects to other people. Just like with the PlayStation Network, it's all peer-to-peer connections. That's why I'm substantively against subscribing to Microsoft Xbox 360 or whatever they're calling it now. Is because you're paying for peer-to-peer multiplayer, which is stupid. Anyway, we're clearly going to disagree. I appreciate the spirited debate. It is obviously not the best example of an MMO RPG, but it is one of the genre-defining games of RPGs.
Yeah, RPG. Not the same thing as MMO though.
And I would posit that
I'm not going to consider it a WoW or a Throne and Liberty though.
It's definitely not a WoW or a Throne and Liberty. I'm not even. So unless it's exactly like WoW or Throne and Liberty, that's the only way it can become massive.
Optics matter.
Optics matter. Definitions matter. That's what I argue.
Throne and Liberty. Look at WoW. Look at Lost Ark. Look at New World. Like Diablo 4 looks nothing like them, and plays nothing like them. How can they be in the same genre?
Because you're connecting to an online server. Again, you're not connecting to a peer-to-peer connection. You have the capability of doing more than co-op. Where is that pin? I need to go that way. Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
Hell no.
It is a piece of meat inside of 2 pieces of bread. Why is it not a sandwich?
It's not 2 pieces of bread. It's 1 piece of bread that's folded.
We all know that bun breaks all the time.
Oh my god, okay.
That's a fact of life. It's a fact of life. My point in asking that question is definitions aren't black and white. You have to read what the words say and go from there. I don't know. I can totally see your standpoint that it's not a true MMO because you aren't required to play with other people. But I don't know that I can say that an MMO is only an MMO when you're required to play with other people. I don't know that I personally can add that to the definition. Because the acronym in itself says massively multiplayer online. It doesn't say anything about that. But I get what
the tomb of
yeah, it does. The acronym itself doesn't reference
then we're
playing
getting
only with other
into
people.
semantics about what.
Well, that's exactly what this argument's about. That's exactly what the argument's about.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the multiplayer, when you're talking about multiplayer games, you're playing with other people,
become a great threat to Lasland.
right? Like Call of Duty multiplayer game, you're playing with other people.
But you're talking about the state of being multiplayer and the state of being online, and a large quantity of players. So how many people are on that server, right? You know, you can't really argue that Minecraft, like original Minecraft, is massively multiplayer anymore because they don't have the player base to support that. But that's a different argument. So you think about the words that are being used. What is that? Can I go there without? I don't know. I don't even know what's up here. Are these really bad people? Yeah, these are really bad people. So, it's just the hard part is like Destiny is barely an MMO, right?
Oh,
but it's
God,
still an
you're
MMO,
not talking
right?
about it. Oh my God!
The only
this discussion's over. Now you're calling Destiny an MMO?
I mean, technically it is, right? You're playing with more than one person. It's more than just co-op. There are parts of the game that the average player cannot do single, like by themselves, right? Most players can't solo raids. It is the elite of the elite players that can solo raids.
But you can still solo raids. They're just hard to solo.
I mean, technically in this game, you can solo the dungeons. You can queue up and go in there on your own.
You can't go in the co-op dungeons on your own.
Well, yeah, because they're by definition called co-op dungeons.
Exactly.
Yes, that's true.
So are there co-op dungeons?
There is not a co-op requirement on any Destiny requirement, but it's still online servers, massive groups of people, you know. The problem is there's so much variety in gaming that it's difficult to clump games in a limited group. Right? So, but what do we call these games that are mostly an MMO? Right? That's probably what you would consider them to be, mostly an MMO?
No. I consider an MMO to be an MMO.
So then what would... So then what? So you would just call Diablo an RPG game and leave it at that?
I would call it an action RPG game, yeah, with a multiplayer component.
Fair. That is, in fact, fair.
I really should fix the aggro enemies.
I just think they need to give us a way to monitor it. Much like WoW has provided tools that you can monitor aggro levels and such.
Well, it should be across, like, way across the room, and they, like, them start chasing after me. Like, that's too close. I mean, that's too far away. And then it's like, what makes it worse is that you have to fight that enemy, and say the enemy moves like to the right a little bit, then you may have just aggroed the enemy across the other side of the room, and now you're fighting two people, and it's just like, ugh, a pain.
Mm-hmm. Is this the only way to level up weapon mastery is with the do?
With that do, yeah. Which I don't even know why they put a time limit on it, because you have to.
You have to use it within a
Like,
certain
why
amount of time
wouldn't
when
you
you
use
lose
it?
I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to make you use it.
I'm just like, you
Something to
probably
leave
should
with me.
use
Hand
it
it over
regardless.
already.
Like, maybe it's just who people don't forget. I don't know.
What is this? The trait conversion stone? Control traits used to convert equipment traits. Okay.
There's like a
Sounds
million
like some-
bajillion stones to do this.
Oh, the far shot longbow. Interesting. Can I sell that sucker? It's not, I cannot sell it. I don't think it's in a lithograph either. Oh, that is. Okay.
I wish like the lithographs or whatever they're called were all blank ones that you could like use to craft or what. Like the fact that you need that specific blueprint, like what makes it like even more.
I think
difficult.
everything in the lithograph in the lithograph pages is easily farmable. I think that's the point of that.
No, I'm talking about like if you want like a purple weapon, like you have to have that specific blueprint. Like I would much prefer if it was like a blank one that you had to have, or maybe you have to have like 5 or 6 blank ones to make to craft it rather than its specific one.
You know, while we're sitting here, chat, let's do this. Let's set up a little bit of healing things. Weaken occurs as long as the deal center does not wake up sleeping targets. And yeah, I guess we just pile on all the things. Having increased cooldown speed for all skills increases movement speed for increases cooldown, increases movement speed. Interesting. I don't think I want to do that, but yeah, we'll put that circle there. Okay. active skills increases mana regen and healing by 5%. Oh, okay, cool. That's why we did that. Okay. Alright, so we got a couple extra healing spells. That will be helpful. And the shield. Skill on target affected by either wet or frost effects transfers. Okay. Alright, that's that set up for healing things. Just so that I can have a couple different skills with that. Why is that not leveled? I don't understand why that's the different. It's different. Oh, because the specializations didn't follow. Gotcha. I see. Yep. Alrighty. So I'm not using chain lightning. What's the thing that deals with? The fireball. Inferno wave is the big one. Fireball barrage. Increases the range by 5 meters. Interesting. 7 points for that. Skill moving, casting time. I'm gonna keep all those. Cooldown increased by 3 seconds. I'll keep those. Yeah, I'll just have to keep working on that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be huge. Okay. All right. I think, chat, I'm going to go to Sweepy Sweeps because it's time.
Take a look around before you set off.
We got set up for better healing. Just gotta remember which is which. Yeah, okay. I'll figure it out.
Alright, dude. We'll catch. You're not streaming tomorrow? I'm assuming, right?
No. I'm streaming playing tomorrow unless I come home from helping my mother-in-law and it's like I'm like bone tired. But oh, I just found a glitch. I'm stuck in this palm tree. Oh, there he goes. Or if, you know, Mrs. Leo goes into labor, that would be the only other instance in which I wouldn't.
Alright. I'll see you.
So, alright, see you later. I expect, you know, more heated debate, all the fun things. So, alright, catch you later.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Alright, chat. It's been a good one. It's been fun. We had some nice chats. Ninja, I still think we got him, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be back with more Throne of Liberty. Kind of getting into the game now, and I still wish. Why is this still not happening? Have a good. See you later, Crad. Bye bye. Why is this? Is this why? I don't understand why this is not. Why the music is not doing a thing. Why is it not? I don't know. It's super lame. We'll just leave it on this for now. But yeah, it was playing beforehand. I don't know why it's not playing now. Well, that's probably why. There we go. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with more Throne of Liberty, and we'll have some fun, and it's gonna be okay. We have 2 more acts left to do. Picked up a couple of little levels. Should be good. Poet was saying that these last couple acts provide a lot more XP, so hopefully there won't be a grind. Maybe we can finish the whole game tomorrow. That'd be fun. Make sure if you're gonna play Diablo, chat, you can preload it. I just saw that today, so I'll probably leave my PC on tomorrow and turn it on or get that preloaded. But anyway, I'll catch you all later. Bye bye. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Watching on Twitch, hit the follow. Bye bye. Good night, everybody. You're all amazing. Thanks for stopping by.